Happy Wednesday, everybody.
We're halfway through the week.
Let's celebrate this with everybody's favorite sound. ASMR, impromptu. Just moisturizing my hands, people. Don't worry.
You mean drowning your hands?
Take some. I took way too much to make the sound happen. How are you all doing? Hello, Motonat. Congrats on being first. Hello, Honest Psycho. Okay, bye. Please don't leave. I didn't sign up for this. I'm sorry.
You always do.
I would argue, though, that's not the worst you've heard on the stream before. No?
I mean, well, that might depend.
I mean, yes, it's a personal preference choice kind of thing, but I would argue the sound of somebody moisturizing their hands is not the most egregious thing. Didn't even take... When did we start talking about that? No, I didn't.
I was even thinking the same, like, it all circles back to booty holes. And I was like, shall I already say that? And I'm like, nah, but you beat me to it anyway.
Also, that reminds me, I asked you before the stream, did fart sounds, it sounded like farts?
It always sounds like farts. What world are you living in? You've never done it where it does not sound like farts.
I have a different sound in mind, but okay, sure, yeah. I'll take fart sounds.
What did you think it sounds like?
Something I want to elaborate on. But fair enough, I see the connection now. Thank you for that.
What the fuck?
But talking about buttholes, I did ask Tifa, as I do before every stream, do you have a topic to talk about? And Tifa was like, nah. But you're lying.
I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, so no.
But you're lying. Yesterday evening, after the stream, we were watching a TikTok. And you're like, oh my god, I want to talk about this. The gears are turning. The gears, I think I don't want to know.
Oh, yeah, that also had to do with buttholes. But I forgot the name. I should have looked that up before stream.
Wait, Japanese. Is it a demon or a ghost? It's a spirit kind of thing, no?
Do spirit. Spirit and then butthole.
So. Here.
Oh wait, do the...
Yeah.
That one.
I will do this when it's set up, Tifa. I am fully prepared. I understand what you're trying to do and we will be doing it. Tifa wants me to show you what I've got.
I'll just dip my tea some more.
And I will certainly do this in a moment. But first I need to set that up. Because nothing here is ever easy.
Yeah, so why is that? Work. Why did you set it up so complicated?
Do you know a better way?
I'm sure there is.
Exactly.
I'm sure there is.
Does Wikipedia not have a dark mode?
Click the three dots.
No. Okay. One sec. Show and tell. Why does it not capture a screen? One moment.
That's a good question.
Okay. Are you ready to see the thing that we saw?
It was pretty good. Also, you also gotta read out the story. You can do it.
This is a shirime, which I learned about yesterday evening. Which is Japanese and means, literally translated, buttocks eyes, is a strange yokai with an eye in the place of his anus.
Apparently it's a spirit that finds it funny to show its butthole eye to people.
The story goes as follows. Long ago, a samurai was walking at night down the road to Kyoto when he heard someone calling out for him to wait. "Who's there?" he asked nervously, only to turn around and find a man stripping off his clothes and pointing his bare buttocks at the flabbergasted traveler. A huge glittering eye then opened up where the strange man's anus should have been. This creature was so liked by the haiku poet and artist Buson, he included it in many of his yokai paintings. Although Shirime appears to have a very startling appearance, it does not mean to harm people. Its joy comes from scaring people. And in fact, you do have an artist's depiction on the right.
Oh, go down. I think there were more. Or go to Google image search. There's a lot of.
They made a video game about this. It's called Shirime: The Curse of the Butt Eye was released.
Oh shit! Put that in Google.
And it's on Steam.
Click on it. I want to see the trailer.
I will do that later, Tifa. Now we can go back to this. And now you know what Tifa was talking about.
Wow, we could have watched more pictures. Why do you already go off of it?
Go to Shirime in one of your favorite browsers and destroy your search results for the rest of time. Also, hello Groundhog, happy Wednesday. How are you doing?
Boring.
I'm gonna go eat lunch and watch TV with my mom and I'll be back in like half an hour, so I doubt I'll miss much. Well, about that.
That we're gonna finish the game by then, but have fun with your mom. Say hi.
Yes, say hi from us. Got 2 butt eyes here. That is true. Innocent Dutch frogs.
You definitely have a point. Why didn't you show more pictures?
How much is this game? There are no other pictures, Tifa.
Yes, and Google image search.
I will not be doing that.
But you already Googled it.
Yes, and I have Googled that on my phone and I saw this picture and I will not Google more because I don't want to get banned.
Oh, that's boring.
No, Tifa, it's sensible. Why don't you show everybody your butthole eye?
Fine.
Please don't.
We did set it to 18 plus, right?
That doesn't matter. There is no setting where you can show that on a stream, on a YouTube video, or anything.
That Butt Eye Demon is very relatable.
Shirime is fun. I find it hilarious that... What did I walk in on?
Butthole demons.
Welcome to My Favorite Letters X, where we are, as always, educational, whether you want us to or not.
You know, the X doesn't actually mean X. It kind of stands for something else.
Which is?
Butthole.
I will need to work on that. We need to workshop this a bit more. I would ban you anyway, as you should. No, but I was saying, I find it absolutely amazing that so many of these like Japanese demons and ghosts and spirits are like, I don't know, not like the European stories I know where it's like, oh, if a child doesn't behave, the boogeyman comes and eats the kid. It's more like when you walk through a street in Japan, something might startle you and suddenly a humanoid looking creature does the thing and then you see a glittering eye blink at you. And it's like...
But that's well, like amazing. Like the Asian stories and demons and spirits have like the best things. Remember the story I told about the Korean prince? That when you have a cold and your nose starts dripping.
Please, you need to set this up. Tifa has another story to share with you all. There are no pictures because I'm pretty sure that would definitely get us instantly banned. No, you will not look any up. You will tell the story.
If you want me to tell the full story, I need to quickly look up the full details.
Then go ahead, but you'll do that off screen.
Yeah, I can, absolutely.
Ah, yes, for Japanese it makes sense. I know, right? It does.
Yes.
Kind of. Also, hello,
it's
mommy.
So fascinating.
Happy Wednesday.
Everything he said.
Please stop. After this one more, and then we get into the weirdness of Virtual Sliced Reward. Also, what are they doing out there? If it sounds to you like there's a helicopter near us, it sounds like they're mowing the lawn everywhere around us, which it's kind of late for that. It's for the helicopter.
I think it's a grass mower thing.
Okay, a lawn mower.
I forgot what it's called. I can't find it, but the gist of it is that that like a very long time ago there was a Korean prince who had 2 penises, and he spent his entire life.
Wait, no. You need to give people room to breathe. So.
Why is there already? You can still breathe.
A Korean prince. Okay, go on, please.
with 2 penises.
Yeah, I motioned that. You didn't carry on.
Doesn't matter.
You just offended
He
British
spent his
people.
entire life trying to find a woman with 2 vaginas.
As you would.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. He has never managed to find the woman of his dreams, and after he passed away, he decided to
become a
ghost and find his pleasures elsewhere. And from what I don't remember the full story, like I said, so I might have skipped a few details here, but basically the story goes that if you have like hay fever or you're sick and your nose starts dripping, the Korean prince visited you and came into both of your nose holes.
You're welcome,
it's
everybody.
Fascinating.
You're welcome, everybody.
Like, who comes up with this? Like, who thinks, hey, my nose is dripping?
I mean, to be honest, in Europe, doctors for a long time believed that if you're sick, they should bleed you out to get the bad blood out of you. I mean, telling somebody that a ghost prince did the hanky-panky with their nostrils...
Yeah, I guess the prince coming in your nose is a nicer way.
That goes away after a while, but the being bled out because you caught the plague, I mean, it doesn't. I would think it's harder.
That is true.
It's the police coming to get you for showing the butthole eye demon on stream. It was an artist's depiction. And technically there were no genitals or anything, because it was just a picture, and it was an eye, so I think we're safe. Hello Bedinses, happy Wednesday. But I just to check one thing out. The elephant is working now. It is in working condition.
I find these things fascinating. I saved that video because there are also some more of them in there. I need to check out the lore a bit more.
I have 2 penises, so I simply must find someone with 2 vaginas. My lord, you realize buttholes exist too? No! I think we're already thinking too much about it, because if you go into like that line of thinking, I think what you're saying is already closer to an easier solution versus the waiting to become a ghost and then go for the nose.
Well, I think he just wants to relate to someone.
Do you think, Tifa,
no,
the people who made Omori knew the story and the character knows when they say nose goes is them actually trying to say nose ghost?
No.
And they just omitted the T?
No.
Thank you for just killing my attempt.
I don't want to imagine poor nose going through that.
Did you say pornos or poor nose?
Poor nose.
So Tifa, what? I shouldn't have started with this. This is completely frying my brain. Tifa, without a segue.
Yeah, if you defile Omori with this joke, I start, I'll put you into my own narrative.
Do it. You have to come up with cool puzzles with numbers and colors and who else, who knows what first.
I feel like you would deserve it.
Yes, that was out of a question. We already all knew that part.
I mean, that is very true.
Talking about a Nonary game though, thank you, Honest Psycho, for the ability to do that segue. Tifa, would you like to remind everybody what happened the last time we played Virtue's Last Reward?
What happened the last time?
Before being put into a big blender. Ouch.
Can we start with that?
No.
Because that kind of gets me out.
No, it won't.
This recap. Step 1, the refrigerator chess puzzle.
I don't want to be in a blender and I don't want to have to play chess. No, Tifa.
Well, if you had to pick,
stalling.
I would go for the blender. No, go for
Stop
chess.
stalling.
Fine.
I see you're struggling.
We had our first to be continued, which sucked because basically it ended into nothing and they just cut the story on a cliffhanger and then they go like, oh no, you need to do other stuff first before you can know the rest. So,
before any type of conclusion to anything.
So that's exactly what we did. We went back in time to before the AB game. Or before the voting in the first AB game, and this time we decided to betray Alice instead of working with her.
Yes.
expecting her to also pick Betray, seeing how we had like this whole flashback thing of the things we did, and we remember the first route basically. But instead of betraying, the future has changed and Alice actually picked Ally. So now we are the assholes that betrayed Alice. Alice doesn't really want to see us again. Instead, we now teamed up with... who are we with?
Luna.
No, Luna is part of our group anyway. Who did... Oh, Fi. We teamed up with Fi together with Luna, who is our couple bracelet wearer. And we are almost done with the first room after we went through a door.
This is not the first room, this is the second puzzle.
The first room after the AB game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just the second puzzle.
Yeah, but the
Stop
first
confusing me. Stop confusing me, people. And mostly Tifa.
That's basically all that happened.
Yes, and we breezed through that one so far. I think we're about to finish it, but we had to go to bed at some point, so we didn't quite finish it last time.
Yeah, we got the golden file like immediately.
Yeah, first 30 seconds it felt like. Also, we have established another one of my awesome theories. 10 Miyuji is in fact 7. It works because they both have a number in their name. 7 being 7 and 10 Miyuji being 10 Miyuji. Also, this night Tifa didn't sleep very well once again. And at some point she like tried to cuddle with me, but she like kind of like, I don't know, tried to mangle me or something. Like she was netting me like I'm a piece of dough, which close enough, but not quite. And then I woke up at like 3 a.m. and then I had an epiphany. I have a new theory about this game.
Oh yeah, what did you say it was again?
Honest Psycho, spoilers for you for the first game. So,
I think we already spoiled the entire first game.
I'll spoil you if you don't let me tell my thing uninterrupted now. So,
We didn't even start yet though.
just tell me whenever I can go.
Yeah, go.
So, the very first Nonary game that we know of was conducted to check if morphogenetic fields exist, right? Mm-hmm. The second Nonary game we are aware of was set up to undo a horrible thing that happened in the first Nonary game through some time loop metaphysics shenanigans. Yes?
Basically, yes.
I'm saying this third Nonary game now exists to expand on the first one. To not just now there has been proof that the morphogenetic fields exist, and this one is set to see how it works and what the boundaries are. So these people are put into these situations on purpose, and somebody basically keeps checking the results. And they have professionalized this to the point where they even use an AI because they just keep going through the same things.
You think there's better ways to set this up, but...
I'm also thinking, I would say the AI itself, or there's like a computer system or something that also is able to tap into the field. Because I don't understand why else you would bring up that this whole place we're in runs on this super awesome power source. It has an antimatter engine.
I mean,
or
if
annihilation
it's on
engine.
the moon or something, it doesn't even need to be a real one.
Then you could still have other ways of powering it. You wouldn't go with something as grand as that.
It could also be a fake one.
You're a fake one. Skynet sending code into the past. Basically, they found a way to tap a device into the field, and now they're running a test with humans to see what can all be done in this. It's like a physics experiment, except it's horrible and messed up, and it is with humans. Reminds me of the time Groundhog straight up kicked me out of the bed in her sleep. I think I kicked you out of the bed once.
No, I rolled out of bed once, but you usually do kick me.
That is true.
I wake up with bruises on my legs. Thanks to a certain someone here.
So do I. I don't kick you on purpose. We both are active sleepers. Honestly, I think there are some days where the most exercise we get during our sleep.
I'm more of a roller. You're more of a kicker.
I would not say that.
That's definitely the case.
Nah. Here, take your stuff.
Ding.
She's getting ready.
Get warm? I am getting ready.
I told you it's warm in here. Temperatures over here in Germany are rising again.
This was your chance to say, but ready for what?
Nobody can see the screen yet because I'm waiting for you to get ready.
Oh, why didn't you press it yet? That was the perfect segue.
It would have been if you had been prepared, Tifa.
Segue.
You're a
Okay,
segue.
I'm pressing this game.
Why did that take you 3 minutes to press?
I'm getting ready.
But ready for what?
Well, good question. Ready for you to use this, I'm guessing.
The screen?
Yeah. Why can't you use it, I think?
But I'm using it.
Didn't we already do this one?
Hey, it's a puzzle again.
Is
So,
this
Tifa,
this exact same one, or...?
This looks like it could be the same one again. Do you remember the solution? Because I'm happy to do it again.
This one... No.
Just join, I'm afraid. What was the talk about after looking at chat? You don't need to be afraid.
How are you doing?
We discussed intricacies of certain Japanese ghosts or Asian ghosts and spirits, because one was Japanese and the other was Korean.
It's fascinating, really. But we traumatize Psycho.
True. You don't want to know. You can always check the vault later. The power's already on. I can leave it alone now. So...
Why did we go back? Did I misclick or something?
Yes, you did. Have you clicked on the screen or have you clicked on the thing in the middle?
On the screen. Phi went like, oh, use this device, and then it moved there.
Well, go ahead.
Wait, let's try once more. I think I've got it. This machine is a CT scanner.
You mean like from a hospital?
Yes.
One of those things that can take pictures of cross-section of your brain and organs and stuff?
Yes. It can imagine things other than the human body too.
It can imagine
image. I was like, how can it imagine these things? Like this root, for instance. I'm guessing I somehow misclicked.
Oh god.
Too many colors, too many numbers. So what we're seeing on the left is a slice of that root? I think so.
What are we supposed to do then?
I think trial and error is going to be the best way to figure this one out. Just start messing with it and we'll see what happens.
That's a wonderful answer. How do I solve this puzzle? Just press buttons, I guess.
Trial and error.
Alright. Dragging up and down where the image of a root is displayed will allow you to scroll between layers. The bottom layer has 8 circles of different colors. 4 of those circles are blank. Assign an appropriate number to each circle.
Sorry, there's already smoke coming out of my brain.
What brain? That's what you get for saying my Tenmi Yuji is 7 theory is not smart. The numbers you can use are displayed below the cross section. You can move the numbers where they need to go by dragging them. Here goes nothing.
Okay, so this thing... Excuse me? I'm so confused.
Okay, this
416.
This looks like fractures, right? So stop for a second. Need a piece of paper.
What the fuck is this puzzle? If you know, I know.
What's 3 divided by 15?
No, wait, 3?
0.2. I believe. 4 divided by 16? 1/4. So 0.25. 6 divided by 20?
confused by...
point...
Well, it's not gonna go into that, I think. What if I... Wait, let me just drag a number in there and see what happens.
I'm trying to do maths.
Well, write down your maths.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out the maths.
Well, if you write down those numbers, I can scroll.
How about you help me? What's 6 divided by 20? You could get a calculator.
Oh, I didn't know that was allowed.
I mean, we can just
Help.
out ourselves on being really bad at math.
I mean, that's gonna get to the 0 digits, 0.3. That's
0.3.
not a thing, I think. So 3...
6 divided by
10.
20 is 3 divided by 10. Oh, smart. I just half each.
Oh, that makes more sense.
I'm pretty sure at some point a math teacher explained this to me. So just using percentages instead of fractions, it makes it easier. Yeah, okay, so 25%,
I didn't even understand
20%,
what we need to do.
30%, and the blue is...
We have a 12,
unknown yet.
a 19, 21 and 15.
Okay, 1 sec. 19 plus 21 is 40, this is 27 is 67.
Why you...
Because this says 100.
Oh.
So...
Just drag a number in there and see what happens first.
67, 77, 86,
He's not
93, 100. I'm saying if we need to reach 100, we possibly could.
Well, then throw it in there. See what happens.
So, 1 sec. We have...
He's not gonna throw it in. My brain would have made 10 calculations to transform the fractions so that they have the same as 10. My brain isn't doing anything right now. This is the wrong game when you're not feeling well.
Get over it.
I could only... Makes my head pound more. Can you just throw in some digits first and see if it does anything?
No, give me a moment. We can't make all of them reach 25 because there's no 13. So that's not it.
Or how about we figure out what the digits have to do with the things we already have? 3/15, and there it's 12.
Okay, this doesn't actually do anything until you... Why are they all yellow? I pressed the wrong button.
You went out of it.
Damn. I can't figure it out.
Just calm down and think. If you concentrate, I'm sure you'll find the answer. This is a horrible room and I hate it.
This is really sweet of Luna to believe in us. Okay, 3, 15, 12. No, I think that's a red herring. Because then this would also... If this was like 3, 15, like what's the difference is 12. But there it's 12 as well and there it's 14 and that doesn't work. Why are all the numbers yellow? That messes me up. Why does this not change?
What if you put one ball in, scroll up, see if the number is different or something? Okay,
no.
Didn't do anything. I think where you put it in also matters. What do we need to get
Nothing's changed. So the whole, oh, just brute force it is like, well, that's very nice, but you don't give me anything to figure out whether I'm doing it right.
I suppose if you put in the right digits, it's gonna go do something automatically.
Wait, percentages. This is 25%, this is 20, this is 30. 25, 45, 75. So the bottom right, blue also needs to be 25. Give me the mouse, go away.
The number to it?
You don't do maths. I'm guessing bottom blue and yellow need to match.
Blue and yellow. Why blue and yellow?
Okay.
How do you get to that?
Oh, wait.
Everything had to be 25?
Easy.
Or what did you...
The top thing tells you that all the colors together make 100.
Yeah.
Or 100%.
Yeah.
Then the next layer tells you what percentage or what fraction of each color it could scan. It tells you for all of them except for blue.
Yes.
So if you figure out what the sum of a 3 is, you know what's missing. That's the blue part.
Oh, and then you add it up.
And then
to
you add the numbers to make them represent the fractions or the percentages, which in turn makes 100.
Well, I don't
Easy.
need to understand. You got it.
Easy. First try. If I hadn't misclicked earlier. Huh. Looks like I got it.
You sure did. That's amazing. Good work.
Ha! Praise
That
me.
was good work.
Well, would you look at that?
I don't think I would have gotten that anytime soon. The color changed. I wonder. Have a look, Sigma. It's gonna be the...
I hope that's a sun and moon code.
You don't need to write it down. Okay, write it down.
Excuse you?
Write it down and tell me.
Wow. The disrespect I'm getting. The disrespect. Sun,
I mean...
moon, moon. This is...
I knew it. You've seen a password like this before, haven't you, Luna? Haven't we all? You know, we've all already gone through one room.
Yeah, and I think it's fair to assume that Luna has seen them as well.
Yes. In the AB room and the infirmary. It will open the safe, right? Yeah.
You found a safe password.
Then let's go enter that password. Where was the
And of
safe?
course, you're spinning the wrong way around. Keep going. Now you're halfway there. Just keep going.
Oh wait, it was right next to it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh no, there it is.
Sun. Moon. You already know the answer. Just do it.
But you want to write them down every time.
Yes. Give me something to do. Yes! It opened! Okay, let's get our prizes. First we've got...
What do we got? A map. It says floor B. The one we found in the crew quarters said floor A. So did the one in the infirmary. We came down here using an elevator, right?
So that would make A the top floor. Seems weird. Don't the numbers usually count up from the bottom floor?
Kinda makes sense if this really is like a space thing, then you go under tour underground instead of up.
Maybe we are actually going up, but gravity is reversed. Hello Evie, happy Wednesday. How are you doing?
Was an example of turning counterwise.
Yes,
100%.
if there ever was one, it would have been this one.
Oh, that reminds me, if you didn't see it yet, I saw earlier with Amazon Prime, you currently get a free pet in World of Warcraft, I believe.
World of Warcraft?
World of Warcraft.
Oh, you said world. Word of what? Actually, that was clockwise. I just wanted to say it was counterwise in my heart. It's accepted.
It works for everything. Well, look at it this way. A far above, B for below.
Why does that seem ominous?
A
Whatever.
tiny bit.
Moving on. Our next prize is... Let's see.
Is this a huge phone?
It's a cassette.
Oh, and that kinda makes more sense. Keycards. They have a moon on them.
That means these are the moon cards the announcer was talking about.
Now we can play the next AB game. They gave us two, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll take this one. That's fine with you guys, right?
Sure, go for it. We've got 2 other things left. I've seen one of them before, but this one?
Hey, now we can also discuss it beforehand if it is going to be the same thing, if we're gonna work together, yes or no. Hey, is that what you call it, blackberries?
Yes, it does look like one.
You can't pay me to touch World of Warcraft again. I mean...
I think after all this time it's hit or miss. Like once you dropped out you probably don't go back.
Or you just take a long break like with RuneScape.
That's true. Yeah, I guess.
I redeemed the pet, but not playing right now. Fair. Thanks for the heads up. You are welcome. I saw it and I'm like, oh, gotta tell Evie.
Ooh, didn't we need some kind of device to enter a password for the bombs? I had completely forgotten about that, but you are correct. Yes.
That could be the bomb input device.
A BlackBerry. Pretty sure... is BlackBerry still around? Didn't they go bankrupt?
I have no clue.
I don't recall.
I mean, they were never any good to begin with, if you ask me, but...
That's a hot take. And what makes you say that?
I never liked their phones. Unwieldy, not handy.
I mean, I think you hit
like
it on the head. The majority of people seems to have agreed because they're not around anymore, are they? And in the end, they also only did Android devices. I mean, still with keyboards, but still.
They were only popular back then because you didn't have that much choice. It was kind of like a business thing, but it's...
I need to type fast on the go.
Floor A for above, B below, that also makes sense.
But floor apple and floor banana.
Like that one the best.
I'm assuming there's gonna be a floor C. Floor cantaloupe. Floor citrus.
Cantaloupe makes more sense. It's more specific.
This is Tifa sign language for specific. This is the conveyor belt at the till, at the cash register in the store.
I was gonna say floor lemon, and then I realized, oh wait, in English it doesn't start with a C. In Dutch it starts with a C, citroen.
Oh, and I'm like, yeah, and with a Z in German. Fair enough. Floor coconut.
Doesn't work.
Going in a more tropical way, yeah, I see. Also not bad.
A for apple. B, A, na, na, na.
You gonna read your line or?
Is it some kind of input device? It has a keyboard on it. And a cable connected to the top.
I didn't see the cable.
I also did not see a cable.
We can worry about that later. Might as well take it with us for now. Though. The speed at which the text goes throws me off. And finally...
the key. We can get out now. Yeah. This should unlock the exit.
Yeah. Floor donut. That's my favorite food too. Donuts I could eat all day.
Hey, you have fruity donuts. Like fruit
Tifa,
filled
I
jelly
don't
donuts.
think because it's like jam or jelly filled or like strawberry glazed or whatever that makes it fruit.
No, I think it does.
No.
What did I once read? That like spaghetti is also
pizza.
A vegetable? Oh, no, pizza. Was pizza a vegetable?
Pizza is a vegetable because it has tomato on it. Which is funny because tomatoes are fruit.
I thought it was spaghetti that was a vegetable.
No,
a vegetable.
It was pizza in school lunches is considered a vegetable because it has tomatoes on it.
I mean, I fully agree.
Don't let Tifa ever go anywhere near your nutritional facts and diet plans. Floor egg. That's my favorite floor.
It's the best floor. It's gonna be the easiest. No madness, weird hallways.
No color puzzles, no numbers.
No more screwing around. Let's move. Where is that door? Let me guess. Oh.
I wish it had been the other way around.
I went the correct way.
The door's locked. It says lock.
I'm like, the door's locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it makes sense now that the second line...
I mean... What? Those are two different things. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I thought it would go for the doors locked.
No.
But then a second line came which made the first line make more sense.
I believe every single time we've seen one of those, it's been that line.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Can't say I paid attention to that.
Press buttons! Let's get out of here!
I didn't hear you say the line.
Oh my.
Yes, let's. I agree.
3, 2, 1. But no 0. See?
No one ever says 0.
Yes, the Ambidex, the chromatic door announcement thing says 0 all the time.
Yeah, that's the evil thing.
Has been opened.
And it's not even a human.
That's what you think it is.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
Huh? What's going on?
Maybe someone from another team opened one of them. They must have found a moon card.
Well, why the hell would they just go and open one of the doors on their own?
Or we were just so slow.
Excuse you, we went through here like it was nothing.
Yeah, but that has to be the thing.
We should get back upstairs. Whoever jumped the gun is probably in the warehouse.
Alice. I'm saying it's Alice. Right.
Oh, that could be to fuck us over.
Okay, let's go. Good thing now we had a very short walk to the elevator.
Although it doesn't really matter if they started, because Alice has to go against the other team. But then again, if we don't vote...
Then it's all ally for us, yeah.
And then we get 0 points?
Nope, 2.
If everyone picks ally? Is that +2?
If both parties pick ally, they both get +2, yes. The same happens if they don't vote.
But then she's not...
It defaults to ally.
Then she's also not screwing us over. So then it's not really Alice, probably.
Unless there's some other plan that we're not aware of here. How about you keep the mouse out of the screen when there's nothing to click on? We leapt out of a magenta door and into the warehouse. There stood Tenmyuji, Dio, and Clover. Hey, what the hell is this? Why'd you open one of the AB rooms before the rest of us got back?
I don't think anyone did it. It's just Bunny being bored.
Let's find out.
Clover and I haven't done anything.
Dio didn't feel like waiting, I guess.
You got a problem?
Yeah.
Right, it was actually Dio.
Yes. Yes, I do have a problem.
Why? I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB rooms.
That is kind of a dick move, isn't it?
Actually, that's kind of smart.
I mean,
Or they want everyone to be ally on default. Exactly. If you don't think you can trust the other people in the game to make the right choice, you can try to outspeed them and hope that they don't get back before the doors close.
But who says that it's going to be the same game? No one says the AB game will be the same thing every single time.
Diva, I think it's fair to assume that you are the only person here who believes that the AB game will be different. None of the characters.
You do not know for certain.
None of the characters have said anything of that. I refuse to believe that. And how do any of you feel about that? Do you think the next AB game is going to be any different from the first one?
If you wanna
I don't think so.
mess with them, then yes.
Nah. Kono Dio Da.
What does that mean?
Ambidex Game Round 2.
Wow,
Now
you have to do it in the bunny voice.
I don't have a bunny voice. Now you have to win a game of table tennis against your opponent. I would be okay with that.
That would be quite fun.
A well-made minigame to break up the gameplay elements. I appreciate that. Danganronpa did that really well. Only like 75% sure the game will be the same. I mean, Alice chose different too.
Yeah, but that was in the same round. So there, I understand the game is different. I'm also believing
the game wasn't different. The outcome was different.
Yeah, but the game was the same. It was the same round, so it won't be another game. That's what I'm saying. I have a big feeling that it's gonna be the ally betray thing again. But you don't know for sure. That's the thing.
Watch it. I have a premonition.
You can't say for sure in this situation. So do you really want to risk fucking everyone over when you're not 100% certain?
Dio apparently does, yes.
I mean, yeah, but you agree with Dio.
No, I said I understand why you might think, hey, if I don't trust everybody's choices, I just outrun them if I can and have the thing default to ally for everybody. That's a risk that you might take. Let's say it switches to betray by default instead of ally, no one loses either. Correct.
What happened if everyone picks betray? It's 0.
Then everybody gets 0
Right,
points when the points don't change.
Well, then you also don't progress, but yeah, let's see what it turns out to be.
Oh, it's a meme from JoJo. It was me, Dio. You expected somebody to make sensible choices, but it was me, Dio. Now I know it.
It is 100% true.
Are you kidding me? We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common sense.
Sigma's right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere.
There's still 1 pair missing, right?
Help, step 0, I'm stuck.
What if they can't get back in time?
Then the voting will happen for them. No sooner were the words out of her mouth.
And they're there.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
You made it.
Did something happen?
Yes. It's Quark, you see? He... What?
Woke up.
What happened to Quark?
Oh, now he still has...
Well, Quark is still knocked out. They carried him into the room. No?
But that didn't happen last time, right?
No, we already did the infirmary thing. Didn't we?
No.
Wait, I'm confused. Oh, the infirmary. Oh, this is where Quark fainted.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I had in my mind they carried the unconscious Quark into the room.
Tifa is multiversing internally now. You expected everyone to wait until we all got back to Warehouse A, but it was me, Dio! Exactly. I think...
Now we can probably skip.
It happened so suddenly.
Oh, no skipping function here.
Huh.
Okay.
So it's not new. Or it's new.
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. This condition could change at any moment.
Good thing Dio already started everything.
You should go.
And now we have to be fast about it too.
Oh no.
Tenmyuji shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after him.
I mean, we do have 45 minutes. Well, a bit less, let's say 35 by now.
If Sigma now goes, take the scalpel away from Quark.
Come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Now we
Then
can
he
act
shakes him.
smart, pretend we know what that Atom machine does and use it.
Tenmyuji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was Clover who stopped him.
Hey, what are you doing?
Don't shake him.
He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him.
He has motion sickness.
Worse.
Then what am I supposed to do?
Scan him.
I have to save him.
Beep beep.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
I remember this part and I was
Are
like,
we-
oh, you don't know him.
Are we gonna learn what condition Quark actually has now?
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you. He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
He should be able to skip. Let's check.
Well, then
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
But wait, nothing until now was new. At least it didn't feel new.
I guess the conversation part where Dio caused all of it. Well, Dio caused the AB game to stop.
Okay, just checking where we came back. We're looking for the antidote and we're trying to search for it. Or he's been asking if someone has seen it.
You mean in the control room? All that had was a bunch of stuff for controlling the generator.
What was it called again?
Mr. Octopus.
No, the antidote that he's looking for. Evaliex, Excalibur.
Exlavir.
Exlavir.
Yes. I don't think anybody would put medicine there.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room? I'm terribly sorry.
There was nothing of the sort in the archives. Books and so on in abundance, but no medicine.
This is a good moment to have a flashback, remember it's in his pocket and take it out already.
Maybe we'll get one.
He's going to... Oh god, no.
Look, just to be sure, where did the three of you go?
I think they went on a short break.
I guess they did. BRB.
BRB. We're back.
We are, and Tifa didn't click into the game, so now we have sound again.
You always tell me not to click into the game until we're back.
Yes, but if you don't have a screen in focus, there's also no sound.
I mean, that's also true.
Two different things, unfortunately, in this case. Quark didn't go to the laboratory in this timeline, I believe. But then who went there? Because we didn't. We went to the generator, to the control room.
I don't remember which door that was.
There's only 3 groups. We'll find out in a moment.
There's a 50-50 chance he was still in there.
Because since you went to the other color door, he also went somewhere else. I think they still went in there. We'll find out. Where did the 3 of you go?
If he drops the bottle in a moment, we'll know.
Someplace called the Bee Garden.
Who was with Clover? Was that Quark? Quark and Kay?
I have no idea.
I believe Clover was with Kay.
Okay, wait.
Because then Quark was in the Bee Garden as well.
Yeah.
Was there any? No, there wasn't anything there either.
But then, who went into that room? Well,
let's find out.
I'm back. We weren't talking for a while. Or we were talking for a while. I can't even read anymore. Also, I tried to get Netflix to work. That sucks. Did you get it working in the end? Were you still able to watch something? Did you have fun? It's the most important part.
With us, usually the trick if Netflix is being an ass is to restart the TV.
Yeah,
like,
it's really weird.
Hard reset, what do you call it?
Yeah, that. You just turn it off fully and then turn it back on. Smart devices are fun.
Because we have it a lot with Netflix too, that when you start something it always gets stuck on the 25% loading thing. And it's like, okay, time to reset. Also, the lever opens one of 3 doors, so that group could have went somewhere else. Yeah,
true. I never bothered to look at the floor plan for floor B any deeper. There are so many rooms. True.
Well, let's find out. Maybe Clover will mention if he was with her.
It was kind of like a park with trees and stuff.
No, it's very pretty.
But...
yeah, no medicine.
the banana garden? That one. Exactly that one. Has to have been.
Does a cucumber count as medicine?
It's a cucumber. Maybe.
I'll take it.
Maybe. Or someone signed out and ended up using the TV instead of a cable box? Why is it so inconsistent when you can use your phone to sign in? I wish I could tell you, but we've had that before too. Yeah, it's...
sometimes it's just weird.
No rhyme or reason.
Medicinal plants?
Like tomatoes.
Or onions. They'll make him cry out for Radical 6. Oh, spoilers! We don't know if he has Radical 6 yet.
No, we scanned him here in the meantime, because now he's frantically looking for the antidote.
Oh yeah, true.
The beep beep we did.
We skipped that. Tenmyuji slumped to the ground. For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Quark!
Try to skip that?
Do you think he's gonna have the same meltdown?
Yeah.
Okay. So he once again wants to kill himself.
Then he gets he gets a shinjection.
Oh, even the thing with Alice is the same? Okay.
Oh, thank the Lord. That is so nice that it just zooms past all of that.
Does that now mean... where's the flow?
Yeah.
Oh, now we have another path. Flowcharter? Oh.
You know, when I say stop, it would be super cool if you actually stopped.
I already pressed the button.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. The game is really nice in letting you know what choices you made, because it's even color-coded. First time we played, we went through the blue door, now we went through the red door.
Unless you're colorblind.
Then the text tells you.
Yeah, I mean that is true.
No one here, huh? Damn. Where did she go? No point in complaining. I just needed to look somewhere else. I turned and headed toward the exit. Did you not get any endings? No.
Well, we got one to be continued.
Yeah, apparently in this game you don't get to go to any endings until you have done something we don't know yet. The game just cuts you off, like, I guess like 3/4 through the story. It just goes fade to black, to be continued.
Yeah,
you have no idea what happens next.
We were in the middle of doing something and then it's like, okay, well, you're not gonna see the rest.
Yeah. But then the game starts over and then it shows you a new flashback, as in like 2 or 3 frames are different. We saw something, but
it was kind of
nothing
shitty.
that was super helpful. There's some endings you can get to immediately. That one wasn't one of them. Apparently Tifa's stomach agrees. Oh look, it's the archives.
I said, oh, that looks so cute. Look at that, that's the lion son that ate the planet or whatever it was.
It looks like one of your Japanese yokai ghosts. I think 2 endings are without locks. And of course we had to go to the one with one first.
I guess. Also, game thingies tell me that
Oh,
this
you're trying
book,
to show something.
yes,
Yeah,
is
and the
something
red
I
one on
can
the
grab,
left.
and this thing is something
Yeah.
I can grab. If you see a puzzle here that looks like it's been solved, let me know so that I can take a picture of it again.
Jack, please. Yes. Also, if you know, you know. Gimme. This here, do you see how the shelves are made?
I knew you were gonna go for it.
If you know, you know. No spoilers. No spoilers.
This is the red book is the Mind Master.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Flashbacks. Hello, Dark Lord Noah. Happy Wednesday. How are you doing?
Everything he said. Hashtag Danganronpa.
It's Sakutaro all over again. I don't know what that
What's that again?
But, so this is the archives, huh? I can never say it normally again.
I didn't even say it wrong.
Yes, you did.
I said archives.
No, you said arch.
Yeah,
or
only
archives.
Yes, arch or archives.
No, you can't do both.
Yeah, I can do both.
No.
I absolutely did
You
both.
cannot have that cake and eat it too. It's archives.
Excuse me? Do you know how big my stomach is?
She doesn't actually understand the expression. It's super weird. I've explained this multiple times in our relationship already. Every time she doesn't understand it. She just refuses.
And then don't use a cake analogy. Of course I can eat more than one cake.
Okay, Quark and Alice searched his room.
This lion is kinda cute.
Yeah, I would keep it. Damn. Nothing here either.
Also, I really do not want to do this room because we probably... It's like in the library in the first game where you need to click on every single book.
But here they were so nice to make everything look different.
That is true. But what if that's only after you solve the puzzle?
I don't think so. I hope not.
I mean, probably not, but...
Nah.
The cake analogy doesn't make sense logically, to be fair. Exactly. If you can have cake, you are able to eat it anyway.
Counterpoint. Objection, honest psycho. My dad brings and makes cake all the time but never eats it because he's a diabetic.
I mean, he can
But
also make
he
cakes
could
that he
totally
couldn't.
eat a piece of cake and be fine. I'm not just saying this because like, oh, just get over your diabetes. His doctors tell him the same thing. He just needs to live a healthy lifestyle. But he just refuses. So no, my dad cannot have his cake and eat it too because he refuses.
He usually has a super small piece though.
Or none at all. And then he gives me crap for not accepting his diet. When he's the one that keeps making fun of me for being a vegetarian. It's a thing. It's pretty easy to find people who haven't played the cinematic masterpiece that is Umineko Nunaku Koroni. That's true, we haven't. Evie keeps saying we should play Umineko. Maybe one day.
I was gonna say it rings a bell, but that's probably why.
Yeah, arch is the short version for archives, so you pronounce it like the arch in archives. Exactly.
Moving on.
It's like giraffe and gorilla.
Sorry, what? Gorilla?
Yes.
What?
When you go to the zoo, first I want to look at the giraffes and then I want to look at the gorillas. No? Am I the only one? Yeah, archives, exactly. Exactly, that's how the cool kids say it.
Next time we're at the zoo, I want to go to the gorillas.
Yeah. The guardians of a galaxy, exactly. And if this wasn't correct, why did Doc Brown in Back to the Future say 1.21 gigawatts? If it would be gigawatts, like some weirdos would say. No, the G is a J basically. You all belong into Gale. What? That doesn't make sense. Busted. Same thing with graphic interface format and GIF. Exactly. Yeah. Also, you skipped my line.
You already said that one.
Damn. Nothing here either. Need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. If she loses it like Quark did and nobody's around to stop her.
She still has the scalpel, right?
Shit, I need to hurry. I decided to drive a garden where Clover, Tenmuji and Dio had gone after passing through their door.
Oh.
The Jordan, sorry.
He was with Dio. But that means Quark did go into the infirmary again. So the antidote is with him.
I'm confused. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious... Yes, they did. Because a mad scientist, he doesn't have to say things correctly. I'm a mad scientist too, by default, because I'm German.
And at your tender age.
Exactly. I find the way you pronounce graphic revolting. As you should. As you should. Also, another point. It's not German, it's German. So?
Germania?
No.
Kinda works.
No. I rest my cases. I have multiple.
How about you continue, Hawk?
What?
Hawk.
What?
I replaced the G with the G.
Tifa, nobody here speaks Dutch.
What?
Also,
The yacht, what's the... Oh, there we go again. What's the yacht called again?
I will not tell you because it's funny. Psycho,
Every
please,
single time.
please back me up here. What Tifa just said sounded like she was calling me like a bunch of ground meat. The colloquial German term for ground meat is Hack, which is short for Hackfleisch, ground meat.
I said Hawk.
Yeah, you're calling me ground meat. And I mean, I'm not in the best shape, but...
Never mind.
Dang, it's almost like letters are pronounced differently depending on the circumstance.
Like, who thought of that anyway?
Hochzeit? Maybe one day, but the same, yes. Also, another point, it's not Giganotosaurus, it's Giganotosaurus.
Tomato, tomato.
Exactly.
It's all the same.
Jomato. I'm jiggling.
I don't think this is gonna get any better.
Go. Let's find Alice.
Where did we find Alice last time? In the garden as well.
In the garden. Being passed out. Fire was holding her.
Does that mean we now get to see the continuation of our to be continued?
Hopefully, or maybe it just cuts out again. The first thing I noticed when I stepped inside was the smell.
It's fresh.
Plant life was everywhere and the air was filled with a fresh scent of it growing, underlaid with the sweet dry tones of dead leaves underfoot. While the outside had been dry and harsh, in here it was warm and wet, like a forest after a spring rain. Given that this is Sigma speaking, I expected something else when he went with that last line. Like tidbits. Gak. Yayo gak, what?
What's the yayo?
Just like Clover said. Plants and stuff everywhere. Shouldn't we remember this?
Well, no, we didn't get a premonition about that. We only saw a few parts, not everything.
I walked slowly down the path, still slightly stunned. Most of the facility had been cold, dull metal, but this room was positively verdant.
Who uses the word verdant?
Poets. People who are poets at heart, Tifa. Don't hate.
Like, no one ever says verdant.
Can we all try to make sure to use verdant more often just to trigger Tifa?
What does it even mean?
It's not two milkmen, yo comedy. It should have been. Verdant means green, lush.
It's even shorter to say that.
But it's not as poetic. Man, hard to believe there's something like this here. What the hell is this even for? As strange as the garden was, Alice needed to be my priority. I reined my thoughts back in and continued down off the path and into the grass.
Have a little salad first. If something is green, usually with plant life.
Exactly.
I still refuse to believe that anyone uses that word.
Tifa hates the word verdant. For no reason.
Kinda sounds like vermin.
You're vermin.
Which you can also find in
Ow.
verdant areas.
Your hatred for this word makes my stomach upset for some reason.
I'm not feeling it.
If it's verdant, does the grass become grass? I'd only gone a few steps when I stopped short.
Was that supposed to be the sound of grass?
Yes.
Okay.
Alice.
Oh, there you are. Good.
And
I'm glad you showed up.
can't skip. So this is different. Huh?
I just got here a minute ago.
Well, oh no, we first carried her and that's when we got the to be continued.
She was
Oh,
like
true.
this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to take her to the infirmary.
There's an Alice in the tall grass. Based on her previous actions, I would say she is a poison steel type. Because she's kind of toxic and she has a knife.
Yeah, but this is the kind of random encounter you want, no?
No. No. And she's alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal.
Cheers.
She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious.
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here.
Okay, so far it's the same.
Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Right.
Wait, hold on. There's something I need to tell you.
Oh?
I think this is new because earlier we went like, we'll grab her and that's when the to be continued started. Because I don't
No, that was when we brought her back and wanted to carry them to the pods. After we
No,
found the Axlevier.
It wasn't here.
No.
The Axlevier we already found
No.
at this point.
No.
Oh, okay.
Carry on. We'll find out if you press the buttons.
Just stay calm.
What?
Look to the right.
Hey! Rude!
Hey! I keep having to wash that spot.
You keep saying that. Am I right or you're right?
You're right.
What the hell? This is a bomb.
Exactly.
This is new.
I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters.
Of course not. This one is labeled 01.
So we do have several bombs at least.
To be continued was when you only had enough to heal one person. Exactly. We had this whole conversation about there being one dosage of Exlavir and Luna telling us, oh, you need the whole bottle to cure somebody.
Yeah, I somehow thought she ran off after that.
And then we were like, okay, we're gonna save Alice because why wouldn't we? And then it went to be continued.
True.
Also, this is not the same bomb. This one says 01 instead of 03.
Yeah, there are several.
Busted.
It seems to be that if you clear like an area and you
bomb
go
shows
back,
up.
A bomb shows up, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should just stop looking.
Pretend it's not there.
Exactly, just live a happy life.
I mean, it works.
In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
I said that. It says 01. The one in the crew quarters said 03. Shit.
Seeing how the O3 bomb was already gonna cause a big baby boom, is the one bomb really necessary?
Yes, because big, bada bing, bada boom.
Like twin baby boom.
Yes.
Okay.
But based on the numbers, I'm expecting at least triplets. Or we're going with that like old post from the internet where somebody released 3 pics numbered 1, 2, and 4 on campus as a prank.
I mean, that could also be, especially if we have the device to turn them off, we do need to find all of them. Kaboom? Yes, kaboom!
Always kaboom.
Now it's gonna be a kablam.
Fi, I don't quite understand how this bomb works. Could you please talk about weird analogies again for like 30 minutes? And there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's an O2 bomb out there somewhere?
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
What about the O4?
Damn it. That means we're talking about an explosion the size of 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
That's why somebody has apparently called an ambulance for some person.
That was good timing.
We don't have a soundboard or anything.
This party will be a blast. We're gonna finish with a bang.
I want to play Bomberman suddenly for some reason.
Been a long time.
Yep. Who said it?
Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio investigated the garden. There's also a chance someone else said it. Anyone could have come here after they left and before we showed up.
Maybe you did it.
It's clearly Alice planting those bombs. She's hiding them in her jacket.
It could be like suddenly, here's the O3.
Anyway,
Or
we need to move Alice.
Or she hides them in her very spacious girl pants skirt pockets.
I mean, it does look like you can fit something there.
I would be shocked if her skirt actually had any pockets.
These are tiny bombs, big booms.
Thank you for putting the M there.
Help me out here.
Skip? Nope.
Nope.
Alice was later than expected and finally managed to set off toward the infirmary at a brisk trot.
I still find that weird.
Yes, it is. Again, all of the main characters in these games are basically poets at heart.
I mean, that too, yeah.
I've always wanted to go at a brisk trot. I just never had the chance to yet.
While carrying someone.
Yeah. Who is lighter than Macy?
All right, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this.
Nope, can't skip.
The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
She is perfectly fine.
Her results are identical to Quark's.
Okay, maybe not.
She has also been infected with Radical 6.
What's gonna be different here?
If you catch Radical 6, does it make you use a skateboard? Eat a lot of pizza? What exactly are the symptoms?
Radical, man.
Do you start surfing? Do you say gnarly a lot? Hang 10, people.
I think the choice we now need to make
Alice.
is who we're going to save.
Alice. We have something to make up for.
Are we still sticking to Alice?
Yes.
Fine.
No, Alice. If I had called everyone else back after I'd brought Alice to the infirmary. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
7, you said.
And
This
one of
is
them being Tenmyuji.
This is more proof that Tenmyuji is actually 7.
The game basically confirmed it.
Because Tenmyuji also have a set of eyes.
It's true.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her? Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6.
She's gonna turn into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
It's a special antiviral treatment. Whether or not there's any around here, though. No! No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die! Please!
I think this Clover part is new.
Yes.
Please don't die! I don't want to be alone! Don't die!
Wait, I don't want to... What happened to her brother? Or is this about this scenario specifically?
I am uncertain. Maybe she doesn't have a brother anymore.
Dun 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 dun. Clover wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably. Is hugging a person of somebody who has been contaminated with a pandemic level disease a good idea?
I think it's already too late.
Yeah, I mean, did we ever establish how exactly that stuff transmits?
No. And we've been stuck in close quarters with one another. So if there is...
Having heated debates, I'm pretty sure one of us spit at the other person at some point. Yeah.
That probably too.
Not like full on spit, but you know when we're talking.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
I already forgot about that.
Oh yeah, there was a thing. Thanks, Dio.
Now we need to drag both of them into the room.
All players, please enter your votes.
Also, who was Alice with?
Alice went with...
Dio and Quark?
No, Dio was in the garden. With Kay and... No, not with Kay.
It doesn't matter, we'll find out. Maybe this was Dio's plan, but that would be weird. How would he have known all of this was going to happen? Unless he had a premonition.
No, Dio wasn't with Alice.
Okay.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
See?
Same game. But now you know.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
He said with a smug face. Quark and Kay. Alright.
Oh yeah.
That means that Kay could now kill Alice. Alice has 1 point.
True.
Quark cannot go vote. Kay has to do the voting. If he chooses betray, Alice dies here.
True, now that you mention it. Are we gonna? Nah, I don't think they're gonna kill off Alice already.
What about Alice and Quark?
I guess we're just gonna have to leave him behind.
No! I'm not leaving!
Clover.
I'm staying here! Like heck I'm gonna leave Alice all alone! She's going to be fine. I gave her some Soperil.
Or we all agree to not go, and then we do let it go into Ally.
That would be very nice. That nobody leaves this particular room.
Then you're also certain no one is going to betray you.
And then still somebody picked betray somehow. Unless
Dio and everything already voted. You can enter your vote immediately, no? You don't need to wait.
The door closes behind you when you enter. I would never have remembered what you said, Jack. What did I say?
We usually don't
Tifa,
either.
apparently I just said something smart. What did I say?
I don't remember it.
But this was his plan?
Sleeping like Quark.
I don't know.
I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
Whatever. She can do what she wants.
You said about Kay being able to kill Alice. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I guess this is where we'll get a character plot twist if Kay is actually that kind of person. But
I mean,
the entire vote is on him now.
If he is evil, this is the perfect time to throw that out there.
Yeah. Huh?
I see. Dio and Tenmyoji's opponent in the next AB game is Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally, which I don't think I need to mention would be pretty favorable for Dio. If she stays, he's got an easy round.
Whoa, what are you saying?
That you're a piece of shit, dude.
Saying exactly what you were going to do.
Exactly, if you feel called out, maybe it's because you're doing stuff that people need to call you out for.
You think I'm gonna choose betray?
Yes.
If you're gonna choose ally, you can stay here.
Mm-hmm.
Then you also don't need to go.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do. Am I wrong?
Yes!
Then why do you need to leave?
Of course I'm gonna pick ally. For one, Tenmyoji's gonna be in there with me. I can't just ignore his opinion and make my own choice.
Yes, you can.
You can, you.
Right?
No.
No, I won't be going.
He wants to stay with Quark, obviously.
Which makes sense.
I can't leave Quark here when he's like this. I'll be staying, just like Clover.
Hey, come on now, what is this?
Knock it off, Dio. He's too smart to let you make a scapegoat out of him.
Smart.
But why does he want to go so badly then?
I don't think Dio cares much for other people. For some reason.
I mean, Alice didn't either until our flashback.
If Alice had committed suicide, Kay would be able to safely pick Betray and he would have 9 points then. That is true. That is true.
I mean...
There has been nothing saying if the person you are voting against is dead that you can't still vote. So, yeah.
Yeah, I do wonder what happens then.
Yeah.
Like, who are you voting against? No one.
Still the person you went in with, and then I guess you could safely choose Betray. Yeah. Stay with us, Dio, it'll be ally by default. Exactly. Is what they should be saying. Maybe they still will.
Why don't we ask him, why do you want to go?
Nobody ever asks why, Tifa.
Why are you so suspicious of me?
Except for Dio. Only evil people ask why, apparently.
Luna's gonna mention it now.
Yes?
What if Dio stays behind too? If Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio all don't vote, then everyone allies, right?
There you go.
Thank you, Luna.
10 out of 10 writing.
Thank you very much.
Oh. You don't know?
We don't know what.
What do you... Who, what? No, what?
No what?
This. You didn't find a note like this one?
Oh
A
god.
note?
Oh god.
Huh?
Zero said at some point there are more rules, but I won't tell you for now. Here we go. Now there's the rules.
Not voting is not an option if the pair...
We will go through this entire text
okay.
in a moment, I think.
Okay.
Wait, what's this?
I know this because I've done this like 4
Yeah.
times already and then it always happened. And I did it again.
Yeah, you're right.
We found it in the archives.
Well, there sure as hell wasn't anything like that in the garden.
Oh, so you don't have a good reason, Dio, for being an ass.
Exactly.
We didn't find one in the control room either.
Interesting.
They didn't read the note!
Apparently,
No, they're still
the archive
gonna...
had one.
They're still gonna read it out.
How dare they? What does it say?
Why don't you read it for us, Sigma?
You have such a beautiful reading voice.
With pleasure, Kay. I took the note from him and still slightly confused began to read. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
Okay, so...
1 per color group now.
So even if we're not together with the other yellows, then one of us still needs to vote. So you get 3 votes in total.
I think that's fake. This is made to confuse us. It was explained to us that if we don't press a button, the vote becomes ally by default. My question is this about pressing a button, which then I would understand why we need to be doing this, or is it about not voting, which is a red herring, because even if you don't press a button, you still vote if you do nothing. Then you vote ally. Just not by pressing a button.
Well,
True,
not
who printed
voting
this?
is not possible.
I mean,
so it's about
exactly.
picking your vote.
It's written in the style that 03 or 0 Junior speaks to Bunny, so...
But it's not the first time we get, only some pairs get like notes and hints that the rest doesn't, to like fuck them up.
Yeah, that's a staple.
Because this way, this group now has the chance to manipulate or fuck over the other groups.
Yeah, they could tell all the yellow people, oh, you don't need to vote if you just want to choose ally anyway, and then they get punished. Well, if you find what it was given to us, apparently it was found in the archives.
Case group found it there.
Yeah. But Deer has a reason to go now.
Now
True.
he does, but he didn't before,
True.
which is suspicious.
Exactly. Now he has one.
I mean...
Ally by default, but both parties can't use the default or they are penalized. I figure that's what it means, but like arguing the very fine details of the way it's phrased, because like if they go with this note as fake, I think it's because if you don't press a button, you still vote ally. And if it's a real one, it was meant to be like observed, then we go if you have to actually press a button.
Yeah, but then the vote is made for you, which means you didn't vote, you get assigned a vote.
Maybe they'll talk about this.
I think the note is real.
You see? At least one member of each trio must vote. Otherwise...
That means Kay has to vote. Quark and Alice certainly aren't in any condition to. If he doesn't, all 3 of them are screwed.
Wait a second.
But that means Dio doesn't need to.
I don't recall.
Which color is Dio?
I forgot all the color pairings, Dio. I
Dio
can't remember these details.
Dio was green, I believe.
I'm happy that I can recall who we went into a room with. Luna.
Kay's got 6 BP right now. His opponent is gonna have to default to ally. That means if Kay chooses betray, he's gonna have 9 points.
Remember when we had this exact conversation a few moments ago?
You needn't worry. I have every intention of choosing ally.
Oh, give me a break. You expect us to just swallow your bullshit?
I trust Kay over you. I
mean,
just saying.
Kay looks like a robot, but yeah, he's not doing weird fishy stuff like you do, Dio. So
Kay has not really given reason to doubt yet.
yes.
He looks suspicious, but that's kind of it.
And then it's fake. If both parties are alone in their rooms, they can't talk to each other. What if they both can't decide on a vote and it defaults?
I think it's still real, but you do have a point.
What if it was never read out to the group? Would Zero the Third then step in and announce it beforehand? We don't know, because now we all read the note, or we had it written out to us. Read out to us.
For now, I'm gonna go with note is real.
Oh dear.
I guess I agree.
Dio, please, think for a moment. You do realize that Alice currently only has 1 BP, don't you? If I were to betray her, what would happen?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I am not so desperate to escape that I would be willing to kill.
Also, is penalized synonymous with death? at this point?
Yes, because the penalty was your watch being activated.
Yeah, I mean, Zero Bunny AI dude person said you get penalized, and when you reach 0 or you fall below 0, it's death. But in the note it also said if not at least one member of each color group votes, there will be a penalty.
Which is probably that. So far the penalty has only meant one thing. It's safe to assume the meaning doesn't change.
Okay.
Therefore, I will definitely choose ally. Indeed, I really have no choice. Unless, of course, I wish to become a murderer.
Wow. Do you, robot dude?
5 minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling
Would he
closes.
still be a murderer though? Because in the end it's technically not him that does the killing.
Oh god, yes, he would be. He presses the button. Also, you know what I would find really funny?
What?
If at the end of a game Kay takes off the armor and it's like petite little woman. Simply because you wouldn't expect that looking at the frame of Kay.
There could be a voice changer in the outfit.
Yeah, kind of like the Metroid thing where people get confused. Wait, Samus is a girl?
Could be walking on stilts.
Auf Leben und Brot. What? On life and bread? I mean bread is pretty good.
That is very true, especially fresh, warm bread.
With butter.
It's the best thing. How about this weekend we make Moroccan bread again? It's been a long time.
Yeah. Why can't Metroid crouch? Metroid is a pretty cool guy. He shoots aliens and doesn't afraid of anything.
Hiring an assassin to kill someone still makes you a murderer, for example.
Exactly. Stop trying to argue your way out of it, Tifa.
Yeah, but it's more like a self-defense kind of thing.
No, it's not.
You're trying to get out of a deadly situation yourself.
Yes. But there is no deadly situation for Kay here.
I think being in a place with active bombs and death threats is a deadly situation.
I fully get what you're saying. I don't think the not unconscious members in this Nonary game will agree with your statement.
I suppose. Tifa's getting on a watch list at the end of the stream.
She has been put on so many lists already, yeah.
You mean I'm not being taken off?
Yes, she gets put one higher. He said that the penalty is for breaking rules, for the also rules, so same penalty applies. Yeah, I get it.
I agree.
In a way, it's a murder where the murder weapon is another person's actions. Good luck arguing that in court.
We don't have time to argue about this.
Correct. Let's go and all vote ally, those of us that can go.
There's only one solution. Clover, you're going to have to go vote for us.
Huh?
Why me? Why not you?
What does that mean?
What, did I use big words?
Nice.
It means this!
Oh. He went for Dio. Oh, so those three are the same color.
What?
Well, he doesn't trust Dio. So he now went for him, so that Clover could go vote, and Dio doesn't go.
Oh, is he gonna go with a I'll knock you the fuck out move?
He's gonna tackle him, I'm telling you.
I've never seen someone move that fast before, let alone someone as old as Tenmyuji. In the blink of an eye, he covered the few feet between himself and Dio and slammed a close fist into the other man's chest.
Oh, in the chest?
Dio fell to his knees, wheezing for air. Tenmyuji waited a half second to make sure he was down, then turned to look at Clover.
He's not gonna stay down forever.
Let's just knock him the fuck out, shall we?
I said Tenmyuji is a bad guy. I'll take it back. Tenmyuji is one of my favorite characters now.
I mean, this kind of makes sense. It really did look like Dio was gonna screw him over, so it makes sense that they said Clover.
No, Dio deserved this with how he was acting.
And then Mewtwo also wanted to win Clover's trust, so by sending her, he also gets a trust point, I guess.
I'm not saying you should knock people out. I'm saying if there's a guy acting fishy the entire time, looking like he's gonna screw over everybody and willing to kill people for it, you know, talk shit, get hit. It's a thing.
Kinda deserved. I wish we would have seen that though.
I forgot, Dio, Alice and Clover are in one group, so Clover gets the vote to save Alice? I think so. Yeah.
Is she against Alice? I think so.
I think so. Dio deserves at least one good cold clock. Yes, it does. Think, Tifa, if you're holding a knife and someone pushes you into someone else to deliberately and... Oh, I knew she was gonna go for me. There's also another person.
There is no one else here.
To deliberately and knowingly kill that person with your knife, does that make you the actual murderer? Mami, where were you during episode 5 of Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright?
Get out of here, Clover!
Does it matter if a person is actually holding it correctly? But isn't Kane a group of Alice?
No.
I don't recall.
Okay. I don't remember.
Dio, 10 and Clover. Okay.
Oh yeah, Kay was voting against Alice. That's what it was. Because
so
they were in
Alice,
the same
Quark
group.
and Kay.
Yeah.
That way around. Yeah. Thank you.
Like they were in the same group, but they're not a couple on the bracelets, which means they are voting against one another. That's what it was.
10 makes Clover sure their vote will be ally. Exactly.
But
You and Kay are in the same position now. I've only got 1 BP, just like Alice.
Interesting. So long as Tenmyoji doesn't vote, Clover's only choice is to choose ally.
Oh, she killed him. I'm just saying.
There is a chance she might kill me.
I mean...
Are you saying you trust me with your life?
That's about the size of it.
And then you walk into the voting boothing, you trip on your way in.
Tifa, move.
Smash your hand on the screen
No,
to
face
vote.
first. Your forehead
accidentally hit
hits
betray.
the betray button.
Good luck with that.
That's 100% a Tifa move.
That's more like a move for you. You've been tripping all week.
Over what?
Over, I don't know, your own feet.
When?
When we go for walks. Remember all your almost tripping movements?
I remember kicking you in the back of your heels 3 times today because you move weird.
Well, that was today.
Yeah.
But yesterday you almost tripped. The day before you almost tripped at the tree here in front of the door.
That's true.
Then once when we were walking down the staircase
We get the
here,
point, I trip a lot.
in the colony gardens.
Not gonna lie, I've not been paying any attention, but that made me think of Chicago. I ran into my knife. That's a musical, isn't it? I think I've seen that. I
absolutely have not.
That's been around for a while. I wanna say I was in my teens. Been a while.
Give me this.
Confirmed, Jack has been tripping balls the whole week. Always have. It's all these colors, I tell you.
You were the one denying it.
What the hell are you standing around for?
Exactly.
Get! You don't need to worry about Alice. I'll keep a good eye on her, I promise.
Good eye.
What about the left eye?
What?
Or the bad eye?
What? Are you saying left eye is bad eye?
No, I wanted to say bad eye from the start. But my mind didn't work along.
Ah, one of those moments.
Now get moving! You still don't trust me?
No, that's not it at all. I trust you, I just...
Fell in love with you.
5 minutes.
Minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
We need to go.
Come on.
Move, Clover, please! It was all for nothing.
Okay. Take care of Alice.
She'll be fine.
I feel like
Thank
3
the Lord.
minutes is the time it takes for this door to open, so we're fucked.
10 gonna die now? I hope not. I'll be so mad.
I
It's in
mean,
the cell block, Tango. I need to watch it again. What are you doing?
checking where we are.
We're probably seconds away from to be continued.
Yeah. Well, it has... Actually, I don't know. Let's just go for it.
That seemed to finally satisfy, and we were off. We ran as fast as we could, leaping through doors and tearing through rooms on our way back to the warehouse.
I'm surprised people are trusting us. I mean, we're the ones that betrayed...
We leapt and tore through rooms, all 2 of them. I get it. There's reason to make haste, but...
It's kind of funny how everyone is against Dio, who did pick Ally in the first round, whether he wanted to or not. And we're the one that betrayed someone and no one is being suspicious of us.
Yeah, because we're a main character, and a reminder, Sigma is sexy. People forgive you things if you're attractive.
That is very true. I mean, look at you. If anyone has seen the series on Netflix...
I thought there was gonna be a compliment now.
Yes, you're crazy.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
You've all got a moon card, right?
Yes, we do.
Good. And let's go. If someone put a gun to your head and said you had to eat an entire horse, would you do it even if it meant Dio would vote against you? I'm a vegetarian, so I would not... Oh wait, at gunpoint. I would probably eat a horse. I'm sorry.
I don't think I could. I've tried horse meat before.
It's
not
like
nice.
beef, kind of.
I didn't like it.
You're at gunpoint. You're being held at gunpoint in this scenario.
So, certain things you just can't really swallow. I don't think your body gives a fuck.
4 AP gates yawned open as we swiped our cards. The 5th one, the one Dio had opened, stayed empty. The 6th, which would have been Alice's, remained unopened. Kay and Clover quickly entered the 2nd and 3rd from the right, and Luna and I headed toward our own.
Hold on a minute.
What is
We
it?
have like 30 seconds left after we got here.
No, we ran really fast. There's at least 2 minutes and 50 seconds left.
I'm sorry.
You're going to choose Ally, right?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Of course we are.
You promise?
So the choice is now to pick Betray or Ally again. That's the path.
Makes sense. Sure. I promise.
Cross your heart.
Cross my heart.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt if you double-cross me.
Don't sweat it. I'm a man of my word.
Oh, wait. We can also kill off Fi. Wait, how many points does Fi have? No, Fi has more points.
Fi has as many points as we do.
Yeah.
But if we now vote Betray on Fi, we have 9 points. 5 round but said nothing and disappeared into her own AB room, the 2nd from the left. Luna and I nodded to one another and headed for the last one, the leftmost room.
Does it really matter which one you go into? You don't really get assigned a room.
Sentimental value.
So we pick Ally
The
first.
Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button.
We pick Ally first, and then the next path we go back to Betray. Or you want to start with Betray?
1 minute remains.
Actually, no. We said we would
Ambidex
be
Game polling
nice until we cannot,
Press a button.
which means we're going for Ally.
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't have a choice, do I? I promised. I said I'd choose Ally.
Yes, but Fi has 6 BP. If she betrays us...
Yeah, she'll have 9 points, I know. What do you think we should do, Luna?
Why are you trying to put doubt into us in the last 20 seconds?
This is her twist. This is where she goes, I'm evil.
It's your decision, Sigma. I'll be in the same position either way.
What?
You have 6 BP too, don't you? That means if we betray Phi, and she chooses Ally...
And I would have 9 points.
Yes. You see? In either case, I could end up with someone in my group reaching their goal.
20 seconds remain.
Oh god, the pressure.
Ambidex Game polling closes.
But hasn't it established if one person gets 9 points, everyone can leave with us? No,
No.
only people with 9 points can go through.
Yep.
So if we have 9 and only Sigma has 9 points, only Sigma can go through the door.
That's
If
how
all
it
of us
works.
get 9, then we
all
can
of
go
us
through.
can leave.
And the door can only be opened once.
No. They even said the game can continue. If you get 9 and I
Until
have 8
the door gets opened.
and you leave,
No, until the door gets opened. We can stay and wait for the rest. We talked about all of this.
yeah, but you said the door can only be opened once.
Yes.
That's not true.
Yes.
I'm quite sure you mentioned that if one person
No.
leaves, you can continue.
The whole idea was if one of us gets 9 points, the idea is to just have them keep the 9 points and get everybody else to 9 points. So that everybody can leave. But the others cannot continue playing the game? They can. You need 9 points to open the 9 door. The number 9 door only opens once. Thank you for proving me right.
Oh, I knew the bit like you need the 9 points to get through, but I thought after the rest keeps going until they could also maybe leave.
That's it. We don't have any time left. You have to make a choice.
Are you sure this is okay with you?
Yes.
Alright. I turn to face the machine.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
What am I going to choose?
9, 8, 7,
Ally it is.
Ally or betray?
6, 5, 4,
The pressure.
This is impossible.
3,
Oh my god, please!
1.
What?
Vote has been recorded. Please wait.
2 of the Ambidex Game.
Wow, you went with murder. It wasn't me. It was not me.
I don't know what happened.
Out of curiosity, why did you go with betray first?
Did the game press for you? No, that
No,
was me.
Jack was being an ass. I
stole the
already
mouse.
had a feeling because he took the mouse from me and there's no way, or I didn't get why you would want to do that if you were just gonna pick Ally.
Evil Jack. I'll tell you in a moment. Oh fuck you, Jack. Wait. If the
You
8B
want-
game
you want
stays
to
the same,
end-
everyone can play. Yes, everybody could have continued playing until
You want to end
Mustache.
on a positive note.
twirling Jack. I look really bad if my mustache hair grows to the point where I could twirl it. So mentally, yes. Physically, probably never. So
So what was your reasoning for picking betray if
You
it's
can-
not that you want to end with Ally?
all hate me, and that is fine. I stand by my choice.
I feel betrayed right now.
That's okay. I'm thinking. Okay?
Hmm?
The game locks you out of actually getting an ending. So far. Right?
I mean,
There was the to be continued thing.
it doesn't mean we won't get one now.
Yes, but do you want me to explain or that was a rhetorical question. I will ask rhetorical questions. You do not need to answer. The game locks you out of getting to the end of certain flows. Yes.
Hmm?
Yes. I'm thinking there has to be a way to get at some point in the game where some event happens where that changes. I'm guessing there's going to be an in-game explanation. Like, oh, you've unlocked the mysterious power to see the beyond. Something like that. Or maybe there's Zero shows up and goes, oh, you can now manipulate time. You want to go back and change the future. Then we do that. Something is gonna happen. And I think the way to get there is to get to one of the endings. And I think the fastest way to get to one of the actual endings right now is to leave through the number 9 door.
Who says the good ending isn't actually the bad one where we all die or whatever?
I'm assuming that we will have to go through several endings anyway to get to the true ending that I want to see. So I'm choosing to be the piece of shit now so that for the rest of us playing this, I can redeem myself.
So basically, that's exactly what I said before we made the choice. I put that doubt in you and you went with it.
But I'm the kind of person that uses the verdant. the verdant. When you do the bad option now, so you can end without to be continued on the good route. Exactly.
Unless
Yes.
Fi kills us now and we do get the to be continued.
I have a
or an
feeling
ending.
that this game is gonna give you the option to go and get the good endings after you've done the bad choices. Because all of this seems like a huge social experiment. Jack is planting the snake in the garden now to redeem humanity later.
There's no
Mwah.
redeeming
That
humanity,
is
by the way.
beautifully said.
Because did you see that huge grin he had after betraying Fi? You just didn't want to wait with the...
That was stress.
No.
I did
That
not
was pure
do it
enjoyment.
joyfully. No.
Sure thing.
Results will be displayed.
We can try to blame Luna.
I also wouldn't be shocked now. Oh! I have an idea. Wait. My theory, now that I chose Betray, Sigma is gonna die.
Can you stop repeating everything I say?
What do you say then? Tell me.
Every theory is right after I say it.
I don't recall her saying this at all.
I literally said Fi is gonna kill us for betraying
How?
her. Well, that's something else.
She has the knife, therefore it's my theory.
Oh, you think she found the scalpel?
Yes. Where's the scalpel? She said it was gone. She took it.
That I can
Jack!
agree with.
Yes, exactly. She took the scalpel.
I mean, honestly,
And to be honest, I would have done the same thing.
we would deserve it.
Simply so that nobody else could. I mean, if I don't use it, it's safe, right? If, like, Dio gets it, I mean, you've seen him. That's why she was able to threaten Sigma in the first place. Yes, this is why she went like, you'll be in a world of pain if you double-cross me.
She could have done that without. Can be an empty threat.
Fi kills Sigma for choosing Betray. And this is my theory, right?
No, it's not. Before we continue and see the results though, I'm gonna put in another short break. Add to the tension.
BRB.
And we're back. You ready for the results?
Wow.
What?
I almost want to go on a break again.
Why?
We're back stabbing.
I feel so bad for Fi.
Shouldn't have threatened us. Press the button.
That's no excuse.
For your participation.
See, at least the announcer voice is happy I did it.
Gates now opening.
Let's just blame Luna.
I'll give it about 30 seconds before we get dead. Luna, I stepped out of our AB room a little later than the others. We were already gathered in front of a projection, awaiting the announcement of the results.
Why did we get out later?
So, you chose Betray.
Yeah.
Did you do it to protect yourself? Were you worried that Fi might choose Betray?
That's a good question.
Huh?
I'm honestly not sure myself why I did it. Oh, I know!
Well, we should go see the results. I want to see how Kay and Clover voted.
Right.
Not Fi?
What stops everyone else to break Sigma's legs so he doesn't leave? Nothing. Presumably nothing, because rules haven't been established for these kind of things.
There has been said nothing about violence, and the fact that Yuji could attack Dio and nothing happened speaks in favor of that.
I think this is a free-for-all at this point. Alright, let's go then.
It hasn't been a rule.
Ding ding.
Results
Did
from
she also
round
pick?
2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Do you think she picked Betray or Ally?
I'm thinking, I believe she actually went with Ally.
I think she also went with Ally. Yes, she did. Otherwise, this would be longer.
Yeah, I think it's Ally. Especially since she knows us and already has like a connection, or feels like a connection with us. So I would think she wouldn't be the one to betray us in the end.
Welcome back, Bedinses. You came in at the right moment. Press F for Sigma. Yeah.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Fully deserved though. Fully deserved that.
That's shitty of us.
Yeah, Fi's disappointed.
Ally. Ally.
Everyone picked Ally. Except for us.
I feel dirty. Hey, Sigma doesn't know why he did it. It was Jack. Exactly. That is...
Sigma's gonna have a mental crisis.
I'm quickly preparing something here. Bear with me. Just one second. Yeah. That feeling when you're the only betrayer. Yeah.
It's so rough. I hope we get to see our death, because it's gonna be absolutely deserved.
Tifa can see the thing I'm making.
One more thing about the flow. Whenever you have ally or betray, you're picking betray is always on the right and ally is on the left.
Oh, thank you. That is handy to know.
I did not even pay attention to that with the previous one.
I expected something like this, but it's good to know without having to save and reload to figure out ourselves.
But no one would expect this from you or Luna. I think everyone expected this from Dio. But to be fair, it's them not expecting it from us is on them, because we did the same thing before.
There we go.
It shouldn't be a surprise. We picked betray in the previous route as well.
Attention all participants. We have a party foul. I repeat, a party foul. Yeah.
Poor Fi.
Have been assigned or subtracted.
I feel disgusting.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
And now we just go, bye.
Bye, suckers.
See ya later.
I was joking with Feisling Sigma's third. The irony. No, I think it's gonna happen now.
Well played, Sigma.
Yeah.
I guess a promise means a lot to you.
I had my fingers crossed. It didn't count.
Didn't I also wrote down Sigma as 0? Yeah, I did. I mean, I had nothing to say.
You wrote down everyone is 0.
Maybe. She was right. I had broken a promise.
Why did you do it?
Sigma virus.
I guess I misjudged you.
Because you're not a C-cup. You lied to us.
But I'm actually 12 inches. Jack's villain arc. Yeah, I'm entering the he's acting like an actual German phase of my life.
Remember when we were playing any game that had like a pacifist route, for example, and Jack was like, oh no, I refuse to take the bad route. Deep down he was enjoying every kill.
Do I need to remind you that you chose genocide? Back then?
Yeah, and that's what started your flame. Like, you enjoyed
so
watching
you corrupted me.
the pain and suffering, and it instilled something in you.
Honestly, I wish they had gone even extra deep and went like, give you the option to lie and say Luna picked Betray.
We could still try to blame her.
Like, if I wanted to make this situation be different, if I was in Sigma's shoes, I would have, like, when the doors opened, I would have run out there like, Fi, I'm so sorry, Luna, she just pressed the button. She didn't give me a chance. We were talking.
You need another fork for that.
She lunged and, you know, go full toxic gaslighting.
I thought you were better than this.
No.
Sigma is, I'm not.
That was not a smart move, Sigma. I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do. Elapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
Is she cursing us? Are we going into witchcraft?
She's speaking Latin. What's that?
A Latin proverb.
What does it mean?
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Jupiter is a Roman god. Actually, he's kind of the Roman god. He's in charge of all the others.
I like how she's still so nice to explain this to us.
This is a moment ago. Who asked? Sorry, I misclicked. Exactly. I was pressing ally, but then I sneezed. You know?
Does this have babies?
It's dusty in here. Luna Betray makes no sense. She has 5 points plus 3 makes 8. Better than dealing with this. Is Fi the sort of person that is all like, ask me what it means? Aren't we all? Like,
I mean, especially Jack.
Here's some poetry for Slit Your Throat.
I mean, it's kind of
nice.
Symbolic.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she also wrote the messages in blood.
Well, she can add one next to it.
Not even Jupiter, the ruler of the gods, can take back what's been done.
Ah. But X, the gods of I don't know what, can.
You had a good idea. Like, if this was like football, you caught the ball and you saw yourself running to the end of the line and do the touchdown. But then you pooped your pants. And then you dropped the ball.
Well, what could we be gods of?
Nothing. I'd rather not be a god.
Well, then of something kind of works. Like, we just don't know yet.
Of milkmen who go comedy.
Oh.
You did something bad. You're not gonna get a chance to take it back.
Watch me. Watch me do it right now. No, I won't.
This is where we get stabbed. Right in the back.
No.
Honestly, I would aim for the butthole eye first.
Yeah, I think you were actually getting backstabbed. I turned away from Fi. I couldn't stand to look at her anymore.
It's exactly what we did to her.
In front of me were Kay and Clover. Their eyes bored into me with cold disapproval and I looked away. They'd both chose an ally as promised. The only person who'd betrayed anyone was me. The only person with 9 BP was me. No wonder I wasn't very popular.
What do you intend to do?
You aren't thinking about trying to open the number 9 door, are you?
No, I'm gonna help you all get 9 points.
No, I'm just backing away in the general direction because this is where I need to go. Like, I just want to see the message up close.
I just need to check something on the number 9 door real quick. Whoops! I turned away from Fi. I couldn't stand to look at her anymore. She was not a beautiful woman. Make it worse.
Why did you do it? Because you ugly.
I don't see a C cup, Fi. Quotes. Breaking legs is still an option. Yeah, I mean, Kay looks very much like having the capability to do that. For a moment I considered the unthinkable. Could I break through them and reach the door? Once I was through, I'd be out of the game and free from their judgment. But no, I couldn't do that. How could I possibly justify leaving them all behind so I could escape on my own?
The same way you justified pressing betray.
Yeah, just leave. The capability? See what you did there? 11 out of 10, I like it. Why had I chosen betray? In my memory, it seemed like an almost flippant choice, as if I'd just been curious to see what would happen. If betrayal was what I wanted, I should have made that choice with commitment. But there I was and I couldn't turn back. Even if I didn't try to open the number 9 door, they would all be suspicious of anything I did. Trust is easy to break and hard to repair. Unless I could somehow turn back the clock, I was stuck with the consequences of my actions.
A lapsum semel occasionum.
Turn back the clock, you say?
And then we can't because we died and we have to start over.
Yeah, this is the baddest ending, where it deletes your save file. 14 hours.
Fully
gone.
having to start over would also be a justified punishment.
Yeah. Roll back the rock to the dawn of time. Yeah, we're gonna un-big bang this.
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity.
Jupiter will turn a blind eye.
Jupiter can do nothing to us.
How could I do something that was beyond the reach of a god? Why hadn't I just chosen ally? What would be happening to me right now? What if... Then Phi spoke and I blinked.
Sigma, we're just doing this to be safe. We can't let you run around with 9 BP. I'm afraid you're going to have to sleep for a little while.
Oh, they're not even gonna kill us.
That's sweet.
Okay.
Huh? I started to turn around, but it was already too late.
Kay is probably gonna knock us right in the face.
I felt a heavy hand slam into the back of my neck. And then everything went dark.
I'm disappointed.
We got a game over! Not to be continued.
I'm seriously disappointed.
Ooh, we got 2 achievements for this one. Neat. Fuck you, I wanted blood. We'll get blood next time.
I seriously expected we would have gotten killed.
Deserved. Yes. Found a bad ending.
Like, in the end, this is still kind of a good ending, because now the rest goes on, gets the 9.
Let's go find out what happens if we choose ally.
We all escape.
But first, we need to rewatch the opening. No, return. Return. We need to see the opening. We're gonna get a hint.
Oh, like that.
Get with the program. Don't blink, people.
Okay, there's
Burning crosses. Rain.
The rain is new, I believe.
The moon base looking thing.
Still the...
Wow.
The only thing that was new, I think, was the rain.
Wow. So...
Are we even gonna...
Let's choose ally. If I put Sigma on ice and can't solve anything, who knows what will happen to him? Bad ending. That happens.
Nah.
1 minute.
We should have gotten killed.
Skip!
It was not a smart move, Sigma.
Ah, flashback.
Oh!
I won't forget this.
I love this
I'll
game.
make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do. A lapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
For some
Betray.
reason, we only keep remembering what happened shortly after
In the last one.
the choice has been made.
Of the
Yeah.
Ambidex Game.
Whenever you hear someone say bad ending, here I have a maturity of a 14-year-old and realize, hehe, I'm over it.
Wait, what?
What?
Can you explain how you get from bad ending to...
I mean, hemorrhoids are pretty bad, but okay.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Can we skip this?
Thank
Yes, we can.
And now Phi betrayed us.
And we are on an end, I suppose. That's true. The ending of a rectal system is bad. I guess.
If you look at it that way, I suppose.
Luna and I stepped out of our AB room a little later than the others.
It's something I do hope to never experience.
Yeah.
It sounds painful as fuck.
We already gathered in front of a projection awaiting the announcement of the results.
You chose Ally, right? Are you sure that was okay?
Yeah, of course.
Do you think Fi now betrayed us? No, Fi picked Ally.
She picked Betray.
I want to believe...
Because we picked Betray earlier.
Oh, that she now got a premonition
We're
of
gonna
her
play
picking?
this. If you had seen the bad ending first, she would... Nah, it doesn't matter, does it? Oh,
You just see it in reverse.
in this ending, Kate chose Betray.
Well, let's see.
She got a premonition like we did. I'm expecting that, yeah.
It could happen. I mean, she had one before.
Find it too.
You sound pretty sure of yourself.
No, it's not confidence. How do you know?
What?
See? Here we go again with... Oh, I know. Wait,
Yeah, but
how?
the fun thing, last time we said we knew and things were different. And now with complete confidence we go like, oh, I already know. Because that one other time I already knew it worked out exactly like I thought. Of course, obviously. Which it didn't.
She remembers our betrayal. Maybe she does, or maybe only we do remember that. Let's just go have a look, shall we? We'll know pretty quick whether I knew anything or not.
Okay. Let's go.
I think in this timeline, Kate chooses Betray.
Results from round 2.
But then this is another bad end line.
Will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Alright.
Who's gonna be evil? Everyone still looks disappointed and mad. Someone betrayed someone.
Okay. Okay.
Fight it! Fi picked Betray.
Okay, if we don't choose Betray first, we don't get this premonition. And that one line is probably different.
Yeah.
They can play it either way.
But that's with all the
Genius.
routes, I think.
Genius.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
I hope we get to see Fi leave or something.
I have a feeling if you replay this ending twice, then Sigma would go with something like, oh, the last time I was here, I chose Ally and she chose Betray. There's no way it's going to be the same outcome twice, and then you're just going to loop. Something like that.
Tom, so far every time he thought he knew, it didn't happen. And still he's confident in what is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Please check your bracelet.
He needs to count on the opposite by now.
Bracelet points.
And now Fi gets out because she has the knife and she threatens to use it on us if we try to stop her. What the hell, Fi? Why'd you choose Betray? You chose Ally before.
So you remember it too?
Ah, so she did have that same thing. It would have been funny if we picked Betray again. She also had Betray. I doubt that would have happened.
No, then there had to be a third ending.
No.
The other round 2.
What? It wasn't even close to the response I'd expected. It felt anticlimactic.
Called it! Yes, you did.
Point to you. Hey, hold on a minute here. You know. You remember how I chose Betrayal last time in round 2?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, she says.
Yeah.
Why do you think I chose Betray this time? Don't you remember what I said? That I'd make you pay?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I like how casually we're dealing with time travel here.
And this is you making me pay?
Yes.
Wait. No. That didn't make any sense. Something wasn't right. How could we both know about an earlier round 2? How could there have been an earlier round 2? Was it some sort of alternate history? What the hell was I thinking? That was conspiracy theory shit. Even if there was some sort of alternate timeline or universe or whatever, there was no way I could know what had happened in it. No way I could know. At least I didn't think there was any way I could know. But if I could, then how? I remembered Fi choosing Ally, then scowling at me when I broke my promise and swearing revenge.
That was not a smart move, Sigma.
Can't save scum here. I kind of I love it, but I also hate it.
I do not believe the other routes are fucked though. Because we jumped too far back, where all of this doesn't influence it yet. I think every line is going to be a standalone.
Yeah, the outcome in every fork is the same. I'm pretty sure they just go with, if that has happened earlier, call back to that, and if this happened, then do that.
Yeah, because if we jump back, next time... Oh wait, we still have to jump back here. But the moment we have done this fork of the road...
Soulless pacifist be like...
We go all the way back to the beginning, basically.
Yeah.
I completely forgot we have another path here.
We've got lots of paths.
I mean that, yes. Return.
I won't forget this.
Yeah, you will. Just give it enough time.
I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do.
Why is she holding a grudge?
Wow,
Why?
You taking it out on Luna?
I know, right? She wanted me to choose Ally. I'm under the impression that if you didn't betray Fi at first, she still remembers the timeline where you did, but Sigma is just confused. It could be. It could be. Yeah.
Maybe we should have saved in different slots.
Nah. I'm okay with experiencing exactly this way. I love the fact that me making that choice seems to have an impact on the story. You remember when we first talked about like, oh, we'll probably play Virtue's Last Reward at some point, and people like, there's a lot more endings in this one. And we were like, it's probably gonna get confusing. I love the way we're doing this.
I mean, yes, but it is still confusing at points.
It will be, it can be, but I think it's worth it so far.
Yeah, but you can't go around it.
This is wonderful. Developers are just human too. The game can't be that complex. They use some tricks. Or maybe they don't. What if Virtue's Last Reward is actually like you playing with an AI? There is no game. It all happens real time right here.
In the end, they also, for like a specific fork, they only have to take in mind that it can go both ways. So you need like 2 or 4 options.
Yeah.
It just seems really complex. But it's like if A has been picked first, B happens. If B has been picked first.
I kind of don't want to reload the save and choose the other option again, because what if it then does the thing we anticipate? It kind of breaks the magic, you know?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Why did I know that? Perhaps more importantly, why did Fi remember it? What the hell did any of this mean? It had happened before, hadn't it? During round 1 of the AB game, when I was playing against Alice, I'd seen something. Fi and I had chosen Betray. But for some reason I'd seen a reality where we chose an ally instead. See, the game even remembers that. It doesn't just go back to the last choice, it remembers several. Suddenly I realized that I wasn't alone. I looked up to see Luna, Clover and Kay. They all began to speak at once.
What happened?
Why did you choose Betray, Fi?
Yeah, how could you?
Didn't vote ally.
Exactly, you evil person, you.
We are all the good guys here.
Good luck explaining to them that you had a premonition. That's weird, right?
You cray-cray.
Fi looked away and scowled. For several long moments her eyes stared off into the distance, and I could also see her mind working. Finally she sighed and spoke.
Right. Well, I've got 9 points now.
Hasta la vista.
I think it's time for us to leave. Yeah, or her, I mean.
So sorry, but I'm out of here.
Yeah.
She's actually leaving.
Should I have this incredibly awkward conversation with these people that I potentially just doomed to die? Nah, I'm out.
I think Fi in this case knows it's not a conversation she's going to win.
There's no winning here.
Unless the others have all experienced this, which doesn't seem to be the case, there's no explaining this.
Unless Kay now also goes neck chop. Huh? What do you mean?
Do I really have to explain it? I'm leaving.
Through
the number 9 door.
Can you say it with some Latin proverb about gods? I really hope we discuss for multiple timelines now. I think that's gonna happen at the moment in the game when we unlock the ability to go past the locked endings.
That's gonna be an ending.
Or at the very end. Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna go into that anytime soon.
Yeah.
That's too much.
One of the two.
Of an explanation, I think. Of what is all happening here.
Fi looked away as if she couldn't stand to take a look at me. I was not an attractive man.
Why did you do it, Fi?
Because you were not in fact packing 12 inches, Sigma. You lied. Hey. Wait. I scrambled around in front of her and threw my arms out.
You're in my way. Move.
No. I'm not letting you go. What happened to you? I didn't think you were the kind of person who would ditch the rest of us so you could get away.
When someone betrays your trust, feels like a part of you dies. For me, I guess it was the part that cared. I don't think you have even the slightest idea what that feels like.
Betrays you? Wait, are you saying?
Whatever. Just get out of my way.
No, I'm not moving.
I see. Then you leave me no choice.
Scalpel. Yeah. As she spoke, Fi bent down.
Can we use Kay as a shield? He
Would be nice.
He looks very protected. Oh.
Oh wait, we forgot she can fly. Yeah.
Oh, of course. Everyone flew in the very first 10 minutes of the game.
Wait, it said she bent over first, right?
Fi's a robot. Yeah, she took down.
Do you all remember Super Mario Bros. 2? The weird one? Where they had a super jump where you need to hold down to crouch for like a second and then your character starts blinking and then you can do like a super jump that is way higher. Fi is doing... Come on, Fi, stop some...
You know the worst thing? It's not even unrealistic because yesterday we even saw it. There's this dude on TikTok that does like these insane jumps. He jumps from standing still, he does like 3-meter jumps and jumps over things and then like back. And it's like...
Yeah, from crouched he can jump over a 6 feet tall person. It's crazy. I don't know how he does it. And he's doing that while holding weights.
Fi has the same ability.
Fi does the Yoshi jump and has to go to keep going. That would be amazing. If she does the leg flutter.
That would be slightly adorable. Fi is a robot.
Ben shot up into the air and over my head. I spun around to see her standing next to the number 9 door, her hand on the lever. You...
Nice try.
She grinned and tightened her grip on the lever.
Plaudite, acta est fabula.
Applaud action is great. Something like that. What the hell's that?
It's Latin.
Of course it is.
The play has ended.
Close.
I got one right.
Wow, the word that was basically...
You didn't get it.
I wasn't going to, because if I press A, she says what it is anyway.
Fi will never be balling. Ooh, imagine her in like a basketball game as an unlockable character. That'd be crazy. She does these like half-court jumps.
Pretty OP.
This is Space Jam, basically.
That's what it means.
I clapped. Latin.
See you later.
Wait.
Alligator.
Stop! I felt myself speaking before I even knew what the words were. This is me all day.
Well, now what's with the Latin all of a sudden?
This is where you will notice that I don't actually speak Latin. I mean, nobody does, it's a dead language, but...
Since when do we know Latin?
That's the thing she said to us earlier. The thing where he said, oh no, she cursed us, yes. Literally the same words. Elapsam semel occasionem non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
Right.
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity.
But it's the second line.
Nerd! Yeah, kinda. Are you sure this is how you want it to end? What about the Nonary game? 0, the bombs. We still don't know the truth about any of it. If you leave now, we never will. Is that really what you want?
What's gonna happen to us?
And now she goes, yeah, actually, bye.
Fine.
Oh? What?
She stays.
Vi slowly let go of her lever. Got another achievement. What?
Okay, so how does this end now?
Did
It's another to be continued? No, it can't be because this one has an end.
Do you think this is actually one of the true endings?
No.
But we just can't. The feeling when she says something edgy and cringe before she does some sick shit, and when you say something even more cringe, destroying her worldview. I know, right? We out-cringed her. I live for moments like this.
Apparently it works. Gotta know a few Latin lines for situations like this.
I'm thinking.
Next time you can spit them out in a meeting at work.
Applaud the play is over in Latin. Probably not. What if it's impossible loop? We know that line from Fi knows that line from us. That breaks my head.
Slightly.
Yeah, we caused a causality loop. Whew. Look, I'm sorry about betraying you. I'm honestly not sure why I did it.
Forget about it. This time you chose ally and I chose betray. I think we're even.
What are you talking about?
Are those two the only ones that have the ability to tap into the field?
So far, it seems to be the case.
When did you betray her? Are you talking about round 1?
No. We aren't talking about round 1, we're...
Just drop it. There's no point.
Yeah, there's a point.
Understand even if you did tell them.
Maybe one of them certainly will. Actually. She should at least. Yeah. You're right.
Huh? I don't get it.
Well, at least it seems Fi has decided to remain.
You've really changed your mind?
Yeah. I'll
For
stick
now.
around a little longer. Like he said, I can't leave until we figured out what's going on.
Maybe game will continue until someone opens the number 9 door. If someone reaches 9 BP and doesn't open the door, the game will keep going.
Oh man, that's a relief. Please don't scare us like that again.
Then the moment we turn around, she opens the door anyway.
I have to say, all of these endings so far are not as exciting as in the first game, at least.
Ambidex gates have closed.
It's like, we're not all dying. What is this?
The other people are like, what on earth are they talking about? Yeah, imagine if we let them in on that.
Yeah, but how are you possibly going to explain this?
The same way we explain it to each other.
Yeah, but if you experience it, it's very different.
Tifa, I can tell you, if I ever feel like I'm tapping into a morphogenetic field, I will tell you.
Sure.
See? There we go. Couple goals. That would be interesting, but she just kind of knows a lot about Latin. That's how she spends her time loops. Learning Latin phrases.
I mean, makes it look even cooler now.
Definitely.
I guess.
This game is a lot more modular than the last one. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. I do really like the gimmicks, though.
Yeah.
It's a bit more extreme in this one.
Of the Ambidex game will be the star round.
Okay.
Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
So there's one more...
Okay, so
round,
after the
right?
third round, technically we just keep going into a voting booth. Everybody keeps choosing ally, everybody gets infinite points, and then we all leave.
Seems kind of weird.
It's a possibility, unless during the process they come up with new rules that says you can't do that.
Yeah.
Like if everybody chooses ally, then everybody gets penalized. So somebody has to choose betray.
If you want that for something to happen, then yes.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise at that point, there's no reason for anyone to betray someone because you just keep going in a loop twice, 3 times.
Yeah, Zero can manipulate this however they want.
Yeah,
every single time.
It's not going to be that simple, I agree.
As many times as we want, huh? And that means...
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
So you can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Zero Jr. say something about that?
I like how now that the game is over, we're not really in a rush to go back to the others who are waiting for us and tell them the results.
Yeah, we have other issues right now.
We're gonna stand here and discuss this and then maybe go back.
Yeah.
Like Alice has been forgotten.
Who cares? Why didn't you betray anyone? I mean, we don't have to, but we're just both assuming that just like in the last round, Zero added a rule that you cannot not have a party vote. Zero might add more rules. Like somebody has to choose betray just to keep it interesting. If he wants to
steer things up, yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as the gates close, your colors can all shuffle out automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Alice, Quark and Dio are still in the infirmary. Together with
yes.
Ten Yuji.
Presumably.
We left them behind there.
What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm a red solo.
I'm a magenta pair.
Me too.
That means we'll be a team this time. I think we'll do great.
Yeah. Who's gonna be my partner then?
Even Dio? Yeah, Dio was knocked out by Ten Yuji.
He was wheezing last we heard of him. Every time they flash back to Zero the Third saying that it's a different read.
Wait,
really?
Is it?
I couldn't tell.
Same.
Possible. That would be a nice touch, if we have like multiple recordings of it.
I just assume it's the same, so I also don't pay too much attention to it. Yeah.
I'm a cyan pair.
They do not appear to be here. I, for instance, am a yellow pair.
I've been so far apart it's easy to miss. Okay. Huh? Wait a second. If Luna and Clover are a magenta pair, Phi is a cyan pair and K is a yellow pair. Who the hell am I supposed to partner up with?
The cyan pair, I imagine.
Phi and her mysterious partner.
How do you figure that?
Sigma, what colors are added together to create cyan?
Oh,
is this really something we're gonna worry about?
No, we're not gonna have this conversation. Oh, please, somebody explain this to them.
Why don't we go back and then figure this stuff out?
Exactly. Not here, not now, okay? Green and blue, right?
What color would you get by adding your red to that?
Red, green and blue would be white.
Exactly.
So you're saying the next set of chromatic doors are going to be white?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because I have seen them. After leaving the archives, we found a warehouse very similar to this one.
Oh, the one we never got to talk about in this timeline yet.
In it was a set of white doors.
True, I remember seeing that briefly.
To be precise, a set of doors which radiated white light.
Oh yeah, we thought they didn't get color yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true, they're in the southwestern part. Some voices are different, but since they say the same thing, Skip still skips it. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I saw him too. After we were finished in the garden, we went to the same warehouse he's talking about.
I'm so happy that we don't need to remember the color stuff, they just keep telling us here.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I can do most of the puzzles. I mean, together we finish them, but the color stuff? goes over my head.
I just don't see a difference, or I just don't see the point in discussing that right now without the entire group present. Because we're gonna have the exact same conversation in 10 minutes when we join the group.
Usually with a helpful visual aid too. Yeah. True, I like that.
It's usually fine, I think, explaining it.
I'm 100% sure they're the next chromatic doors. What about the people back in the infirmary? Do they know about the white doors?
Yes. If we exclude Quark from their number, then I believe they do.
I wonder what colors they are.
As far as pairs go, we're missing a cyan and a yellow.
If Sigma's a red solo, then we should have a green solo and a blue solo back in the infirmary.
Why don't we just go and literally find out? Like physically go check.
Well, I'm going back to the infirmary. I'm kind of worried about Alice and Quark. I'll go too.
As will I.
No, that's right. Wait, guys. There's something I need to tell you.
Huh? What is it?
Go on.
I meant to say something earlier, but I guess there was just so much other stuff going on. I looked at Phi. She nodded back. See, the truth is... to be continued.
So we do actually explain it.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
It can't be a to be continued. It's at the end of a line.
This could be one of the true endings, but we don't get past that thing in the flowchart yet, so it doesn't show us either.
Fair.
You found another bomb?
Oh, that part. Yeah.
Where?
Once again, important information that we are just going to repeat
oh my God.
To the others.
Do you know what I just realized, everybody?
What?
It's not a botanical garden. It's the bomb garden.
Well, it is now.
It was in front of us the entire time. Oh, fuck off, Sigma. Everything is way more important. Yes, that's what I'm thinking too. In the garden.
Oh yeah, by the way, there was a bomb too.
Yeah.
No, that's not possible. We didn't see anything like that.
Could you have missed it?
No! No way! We checked every part of that room.
Snake, there are bombs there are claymores. Be careful. There was a number on this one too, it said 01. Since one we found in the crew quarters had 03 on it, well...
You think there might be a third bomb out there somewhere?
I think there's a good chance.
Very well. We should split up and find this other bomb.
No! We should go meet the rest of the group!
I bet this is the milkman's idea of comedy.
Probably,
hiding bombs.
It could be anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
Doesn't matter though. What's the point of finding the bomb? Right now. We can't do anything with it.
I mean, we established that if a first bomb blows up, we're dead. If a second bomb blows up as we're deader. And I guess if a third one is there, we are deader.
We're deadest.
Probably, yeah. I agree with Tifa here. I don't care about the amount of bombs anymore.
But even if we do find it, what are we supposed to do?
Thank you, Luna, the voice of reason.
That is a concern for later.
Good thing we found the Blackberry for that.
At the moment, our primary concern should be finding it.
You can't fight an enemy you can't see, after all.
Precisely.
Is a bomb in the lasagna? What?
Back to the infirmary and let
Lasagna?
Why would you do that? Who would do such a thing?
Funny, we were even talking today, we wanted lasagna again.
I just ate my dinner. We were talking about lasagna today too. We made an oven dish. What? You just said that. I'm agreeing with you.
For a second I thought you're doing the thing again. Where I'm saying something and then you immediately again say it.
Could it be potentially, Tifa, that you don't actually say these things, you just think you're saying them?
And maybe I'm just hearing them. I mean, yeah. I do sometimes speak with my inner voice and forget to use my outer voice.
Do you maybe have like a premonition of me saying these things, and because we're so similar, you think you said these things already?
That has to be it.
Please.
How about we set a time to meet back here, just in case? The time we have left until the chromatic doors open is... let's see...
Quite a bit, actually.
That's
1 hour and 57 minutes.
I think approximately half of that should be enough. When we have 1 hour remaining, we should meet back at the infirmary. Acceptable?
That sounds good to me.
Right. I'll tell the others too.
that's acceptable.
Good. Let's go.
How are they
Technically,
gonna end this?
lasagnette. But that is not a dish according to Google Translate. What's the difference? The noodles? Tifa is connected to the morphogenic field. Always has been.
Lasagnette
Always
is when
has
you don't use actual noodle plates,
Oh, like
Right.
what we
but like zucchini or
do
something.
99% of the time when we just... Oh, zucchini.
You can use zucchini.
Oh, like a low carb version.
Yeah,
No, I get it.
that's that, right? Tifa is connected to the morphogenetic field. It has
Wow,
to.
I just read
Yeah.
that. Oh my god. Now you're saying the thing ice.
I already started, and then it was too late.
Smaller pasta plates is not covered in that gross white sauce. I like the
Oh.
bechamel sauce.
Yeah,
Hey, more for me.
I agree.
She had a vision, always. Also, 1 second.
Can you show the flow?
This is weird. So, these are the white doors that Cane Clover were talking about. Yeah, there's the lock thing. No question, these are chromatic doors, I guess.
So it seems.
Ah! What? When did you...
I've been here the whole time.
It sounded creepy.
Why do I think we're gonna get stabbed now? And then she goes back through the number 9 door and that's the end. Seriously? I didn't notice you at all.
I don't feel like we're standing in front of an ending at all.
Oh. I guess your hearing's starting to go. How sad.
So, what do you want? Why are you stalking
I'm
me?
not stalking you. I just followed you here.
That's pretty much the same thing.
Oh, maybe we do still get stabbed now.
But how did you do it? You were totally silent. Are you Batman?
I'm Fireman.
I already told you I'm not. Remember?
She literally did.
In the first room.
She is a robot. She has to be. Come on. Yeah, actually.
There was this whole thing about Batman, Cupman,
Yeah.
Catman.
She's Batwoman. Oh my god, if we're gonna go with that, I mean, fair, first of all, but also, really? You also jumped super high all the way up to the ceiling.
As did the others.
As did Kay.
Right.
All of them did,
Aren't
except
you
for
curious
us.
about that graffiti?
Graffiti. Oh yeah, that. Memento Mori if a 9 of a lion ate the sun. Did a kid write that or what?
Why do you say that?
Well, they managed to spell 9th wrong. Who puts an E in there?
You're right.
But again, maybe it means something.
Do you know what it means? The Latin
Old
part.
English.
Hey, now give me a little credit. Even I know what Memento Mori means. You see it all over the place? As far as I know, it translates to something like be aware of death or remember your mortality.
You see that all over the place. Where?
It's a thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen
It's
it.
like carpe diem. Kind of used about as much.
What? I've
Yeah.
never heard this one.
Yep, buyer beware. Same thing, more or less. Never forget that we all die someday. I guess it's a sort of cautionary
What
thing.
about the other part?
That's exactly what it says on the tin, right? Some sort of conditional about lions and suns. Anything come to mind?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. What about you?
Me? Huh. Well, let's see. Memento Mori if a 9 of a lion ate the sun. Memento Mori if a 9 of a lion ate the sun. I repeated the words over and over in my head, but nothing. Whatever they meant, it was beyond me. But perhaps Latin. Don't you know Latin? Maybe you can figure more of it out.
Well, I know a little. More than most people, I guess, but I'm not an expert.
And how do you know that phrase? Alapsam semel occasionum non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
I like how Sigma apparently heard it once and can now fluently repeat it.
I think it's a matter of he's just making sounds that sound like it, thinking he's saying the same thing.
Like, I can't even repeat the last line I said.
And a Roman general returned from a victorious battle. A servant runs behind him in the parade and shouts "Memento Mori" to the general so he doesn't get full of himself. Really? That? Okay.
If it worked.
Why not? Yeah.
Here we have it, the impossible loop. Has to be right. I mean, it's the only explanation on how he managed to memorize this.
I'm impressed that Sigma managed to memorize it. 100% he's just mouthing it. Like, elapsam sam al occasionem non ipse.
Or
like
photographic memory, that would also explain.
Yes, but in his ears. Because he didn't see the words. I mean, we did.
Maybe we did see the subtitles too.
Potentially.
It's very handy if you have visions with subtitles.
Because Sigma is also a robot. Basically means that the 9th lion will eat you. But why? Who is the 9th lion?
Oh, that. That's from, this.
Okay. Show me this ending.
She unpinned the brooch from her chest as she spoke and held it out to me. I hesitated for a moment, then took it.
Look at the back.
I turned it over. Alapsam semel occasionem non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere. So I guess the I is pronounced like a J in Latin, huh?
Yeah.
What is this?
A memento of my late mother. Well, I guess it's something like a memento.
What does that mean?
She died right after I was born. I was raised by foster parents and they told me where the brooch had come from. Apparently it was the only thing my mother had left behind.
We're her brother.
Pretty cool loot she dropped.
That's how she knows us. She had morphogenetic field things about us. And then in the thing where we're hugging, we actually get reunited as a family.
Nah.
There you go.
No way.
We're family.
I doubt it.
We're family.
Yes, Vin Diesel. Sure thing.
That's why she didn't leave, because you don't leave family behind.
You have to say family like at the lowest register you can do. You don't leave family behind. What about your father?
Don't have one. I guess you could say I was a bastard. I never saw his face, and I don't know his name. I don't even know if he's alive.
Oh. She's a robot. I couldn't think of anything else to say, so I just handed her back the brooch.
That phrase got to be almost like a prayer for me. Whenever I had to make a tough decision, I'd say it to myself. Sometimes I'd just repeat it over and over like a chant. Before long, I had it memorized. Got me interested in Latin, and I started studying the language.
Makes sense. Fair point.
Alapsam semel occasionum non ipse protest Jupiter reprehendere.
How often are we still going to say this?
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity.
Say family. One more time and Fantasy breaks into your...
Family. If you go to your bathroom at exactly 4:20 a.m. in the morning and without turning on the lights, you look in the bathroom mirror and you say, family, family, family. 3 times. Vin Diesel shows up and has cake with you. Because that's what family does.
And here I thought he would adopt you or something.
We're all Vin Diesel's family. Except for The Rock, apparently. Find her what would Jesus do bracelet. Kinda.
Sounds nice, doesn't it? But it seems kind of funny now. I mean, look at us. We've done what Jupiter can't. We can find our lost opportunities. That's why I followed you here.
I love, by the way, how Fi just pulled a me, where she said this like super deep sounding thing, and then Sigma is like, and then
I think
Fi
it's
is
hard
like,
to process.
and then Sigma is like, Oh,
Also,
let's
wait.
have a conversation about something else.
Maybe our morphogenetic fields, by the way, weren't incorrect. It's just about the order. We had the premonition about her picking ally.
We had a what?
The
Premonition.
premonition. The
A
vision.
premonition.
The vision about her picking ally, and that's why we also picked ally now again. Or the whole betraying thing.
Mm-hmm.
But she also had one. If she had it after ours, we picked it based on what she would have done. Then she had her vision based on what we're currently doing, changed her mind, and therefore ours was different. It's about the order. Make sense?
Kind of. But that adds more layers that I'm not capable of processing in my head.
You just gotta make sure that you're the last one that has the vision.
No, so basically what you're saying is...
our vision was correct until
in the
she got
morphogenetic
one
field,
too.
it is now possible to not just send information and then receive it through time, but also to exchange information laterally at the same time.
Basically, she saw a vision of a possible future.
Yeah, she saw that we saw, that she saw that we saw, but then she saw that we saw, so
Exactly.
she saw that we saw, and then she did the other thing.
But then it ended up like this for us because we didn't see again.
Should have kept looking.
Exactly.
So it's basically if you blink, it's like a game of chicken. If you blink first, you lose.
Yeah.
Okay. We had a partition about this predilection for a decent phenomenal focalizer. I'm happy I was able to say all of that.
I'm glad you did.
We snore. What?
I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you about all this. Alone.
Yeah, I agree.
There's something else we need to do too, though.
Oh?
Explain the rest to them.
Find the number 2 bomb.
Exactly.
The number 2
So we
bomb.
should get going. I'm pretty sure the bomb isn't in here. There's nowhere to hide it. So...
You're saying we should go somewhere else?
Yeah. Well, come on, don't just stand there. We need to get a move on.
Without waiting for a reply, she turned and started toward one of the exits. I followed. I'd like to say hi or have a good stream or any of such, but past few days I got meme trolled so vastly much I prefer to avoid risking it for the Eggisket. Hello Miffo. Happy Wednesday regardless.
Me trolled so vastly.
Not by us though, right?
Have we got the... Wait, I'm confused. Regardless.
Hello.
Hi. Hope you're doing well regardless.
The archives. The archives. Good place to hide a bomb. Now where the hell do we start looking?
Now you would have to take out every single book
out
of this shelf to see if there's something behind this.
I doubt it really matters. If it's here, we'll find it eventually.
So, what about that Jupiter stuff?
We can talk while we look. Now get started.
I turned to a corner of the room and began to look while Fire spoke.
I'll start with a conclusion I've come to. Our consciousnesses seem to be able to jump through time.
Here I thought this would be fast. Too fast, Jack! 10,000%. It always is.
I mean, most likely yes, but what exactly? Is an eggisket a biscuit with egg? Or is it a biscuit made of egg? A biscuit that tastes like egg? An egg that tastes like biscuit? I somehow don't like all of these options.
I kinda would sign for the egg that tastes like biscuit.
Nah, I would find that too weird.
I think that would be kinda interesting.
Nah, an egg that doesn't taste just like egg would confuse me. The egg scream for it doesn't know. Yes, that.
No, sorry. Through time isn't really accurate.
Also, we are now at...
Nope.
We're still not in the last room.
Yeah.
How long will this still take?
Carry on, you'll find
More
out.
like we move through worlds.
Wait, worlds? Worlds?
Yes. I don't mean physical planets in this case. I'm talking about a whole different universe, really. Parallel worlds.
Before we continue, Is this gonna be like an hour, or are we actually there?
I don't care, I'm in. We're going full multiverse, cinematic universe here. But for once, I don't mind.
Well, I do mind if it's gonna take an hour.
How about we just carry on a little bit more, and when it gets too much, we just call it a night and process.
Yeah, but it also sucks if you're like 5 minutes before the end, you know?
Hey, a second, congrats. The follow age and hydrate incident. That's on you for not reading what's on the tin. We told you the follow age doesn't work. You wanted one anyway. So we did the best we could, and the hydrate has been there for years, I want to say. So, press A! I would figure out fast if you press the A button. Exactly, Tifa.
Fine, fine.
You mean fine? What?
Do you know about the many worlds interpretation?
Well, kind of. I think I've heard of it once or twice. I have not.
Oh, well, I'll just explain it.
Thank you.
Let's say...
So it's an hour.
Here we go.
You have a baby.
And you have another baby.
Or let's start with the woman. And there will be a man.
I don't care what it is, but could you move?
It's still a bit, says Saves. Thank you very much. Sabres, you said the other day I got it right the first time. And I need
still
to
a bit?
rewatch it.
To me is very long, or is that like short?
Still a bit in normal people time or an hour time? How about we just go with it?
Head, cross your arms,
And then we
put your
find...
hands on your hips. Anything?
Okay, wait. I had no idea what this was supposed to explain, but I did as she asked. Oh god. Scratch... Wait.
How about we go
Scratch
with...
head, cross arms, put hands on hips.
She says anything. Is there a scratch butt?
No. Scratch head.
What about others? Fine.
Scratch head.
You scratched your head just now, right? But you could have chosen to cross your arms or put your hands on your hips. Now, maybe there are other Sigmas in other worlds who did all of those things. All of these worlds and realities are branching off from one another. The choices you could have made branched off from the moment you decided what you were going to do just now.
Okay. They're basically going with every single moment starts its own timeline. One
Not
where you
every
scratched
moment,
yourself.
every choice.
At least every choice.
Yeah.
At least every choice.
It's not necessarily, it is like a choice, because if you have several options and you do A, then there's someone else and then there a branch starts
What
where the
if
other
you had
person
chosen B?
does B. And then the other person does C. And every time there's an option, you have a new branch.
I hate this multiverse stuff. It can be metaphorical at best. You would create infinite mass if a new option creates a new world. I agree with you. I never understood the infatuation in media, most comics and like movies now, with like multiverse stuff.
Wasn't there a Marvel one where they...
A Marvel one.
I mean, one that was actually...
The entirety of
Loki?
the Marvel Cinematic Universe is now going into multiverses.
I mean, yeah, but there was one where they also really went into the
Loki.
branches. Yeah, there was Loki.
That's the one that established all of this for the rest to follow. Yeah, I agree. But you're also imagining that they all share like the same space, because that would create the infinite mass. They are on different planes of existence, potentially. I guess. I don't know. It breaks my head.
You guys will have to deal with my yawning now.
Normal people I would set to 10-15 minutes, but I'm not sure because I will. Well, I remember what happens here. I don't know how long it took. Fair point. You never know with us.
That is very true.
I could now... There is a universe now where I launch into a 45-minute rant about multiverses and why I dislike the power creep in comics, anime, video games, and every form of medium. But I
Out
don't.
of, let's say, a possible 100 branches, that happens in at least 95 of them.
Not this one.
Every moment you make a decision, another universe branches off, on and on into infinity.
Imagine if you hadn't said it and you would have just pressed the button.
Each of those branches is an alternate world, a world where a version of you did something different. Haven't you ever thought about what life would have been like if you'd made different choices? What if you'd gone to this high school instead of that one? What if you hadn't started a study group? What if you hadn't told that girl you liked her? What if?
What if I hadn't told?
But are those what ifs really just what ifs? Or are there other worlds out there where you did those things? Anyway, that's the many worlds interpretation in a nutshell. I've simplified it a lot.
I'm shocked that it took all the way until one of the almost endings for us to get into the pseudoscience, theoretical metaphysics kind of stuff.
It kind of makes sense.
In the previous game, it came way earlier.
Yeah, but there everyone had it. Like it was something that involved all of us.
Yeah, and
now it didn't.
Through the MacGuffin in the story was connected to everybody, kind of thing.
Like there was no reason to talk about it.
The only way for a multiverse to exist is for a universe exists in a simulation, a supercomputer, but even that is subject to physical limitations and infinite possibilities. Going back to my theory that all of this game is actually a simulation.
Maybe life is a simulation. Maybe Elon Musk is controlling all of us.
I don't want to live in a universe where Elon Musk is in charge. If you hadn't told you liked her, Jack, this would be called My Favorite Letter is Egg. And I can't live in a world with only a singular egg. That is really sweet. Egg.
Egg.
Wait, her! I meant her! Isn't that what you wrote?
Yeah.
I think you're fixing a typo that isn't there, or at least I don't see it. But I get you, don't worry. Yes, I'm also very happy with this outcome.
It would have been a completely different username though.
True. You just created a new universe right now. Oh my god, stop it, you guys. Stop creating universes.
Psycho probably prefers to live in the universe where you didn't know yet about butthole eyes.
The Psychoverse, exactly. Then there's the Mommyverse.
Doesn't have to be human actions, though.
Oh?
Just used your actions to make the explanation easier to grasp.
Why did she say human and then specifically Sigmas?
Is she robot?
The actions of a cat, the flight of a bee,
Oh.
the movement of a microorganism,
Press A, huh?
even fluctuations in air temperature. All these can change history.
Butterfly effect. Whoa. Hold on a second here. I'll let microorganisms slide, but there's no way that air is conscious of anything.
Can you say for sure that you are? All
What?
of your actions are caused by the cells in your brain. If we go down a little further, then you could say all of your actions are the result of atoms or electrons, or smaller particles we haven't even discovered yet. Are
Like
those atoms
quarks.
and electrons still you making a decision? At that level, how different are you from the air?
This is honestly the point where I step out of the conversation.
This is where I feel like I need a cocktail or something.
Human existence is just one part of reality. Falling in love is like a tulip blossoming. A tulip blossoming is like a tornado forming in South America. See what I'm saying?
No.
The only thing that really matters is the action of the most elementary particles of matter.
And the multiverse and determinism are mutually exclusive. I couldn't tell you. Potentially, I don't know. I'm not making rules. Good thing we established earlier that we would not be gods.
We're just following him.
Yeah. I'm currently making a decision not to become a raging alcoholic, just to be able to say good riddance to alternate version of me. Mame, if you ask me, it doesn't matter why you make a good decision. It matters that you make the good decision. I like it.
Very true. And simple.
Yeah. Just do good.
That's where history happens. That's where universes branch out.
Did I nerd out about philosophy again? No, you didn't.
Hey, you stopped.
I did. Kind of. Also, hello Tails. Happy Wednesday. How are you? And also,
Everything he said. How have you been?
Are you done with that shelf?
I think Sigma just froze like
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this closet.
Yeah. Oh, no, not yet.
Well, keep looking while I talk. How familiar are you with quantum physics?
Finally, someone that goes, we can do something at the same time.
How about we take this as the moment to bow out of this conversation, because I need to make space in my head.
I've been too much.
And I don't think I can put multiverses and quantum physics in there at the same time. But I'm guessing we're gonna go back with Schrodinger's cat thing.
I mean, that is fair. This isn't a horror game, right? No, it's a puzzle / science fiction, I think, comes closest.
It's an escape room game with a bunch of pseudoscience, philosophy, and science fiction in it. Depending on what exactly scares you, it could be a horror game, if you ask me.
No,
similar to the first one.
It's not. Even the first one I wouldn't call horror game.
Reality as you know it, breaking apart, can be scary.
Everything can be scary.
Yeah.
I might be scared of bunnies, and then this is absolutely horror game.
Yes. Cosmic horror, yeah, exactly. It's more of a thriller or suspense game. Yeah, that's fair. Why didn't I think of those words? What Besa?
I didn't really think of it as a genre.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Some psychological horror. See, Mothnard agrees. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So yeah, I think we can all agree, not horror.
I need a fresh brain for quantum physics discussion. Mothnard, can you help us out? You're a physics guy.
I don't think a fresh brain will help, but I'll just let it like go over me, and then...
Yeah, I think
that's gonna be my strategy. I'll let it, water off a duck's back, I think is the thing.
We had math, definitely horror. I agree.
Okay, you do have a very good point there.
Sci-fi, I'd say if you had to break it down, but it's more of a suspense mystery. Yeah, definitely.
I guess. I bought a new Switch game 2 days ago.
51 worldwide games. Play Mancala.
Mancala is quite fun.
Mancala. Tifa is addicted to Mancala. If any of you don't know
addicted
what Mancala
is a big word.
I believe it is spelled like this. You should all go find a way to play Mancala. It's amazing.
I'm quite sure that's not how you spell Mancala.
It's a board game. It's with glass pearls. It's simple, but it's crazy good.
In German you actually do spell like...
I have a question. Can I give a small spoiler out of context to avoid you seeing a really big in-game spoiler?
A small spoiler to avoid seeing a big spoiler?
I wanna say no. I appreciate the idea. Wait, let me
It sounds a bit confusing.
Are you saying that there is something in the game that if we were to understand it, or if we were to accidentally see it, because we could, it would be a huge spoiler for the rest of the game?
But if you already see it, is it still a...
Let's ask little questions first, so that we only get an answer we understand. If we keep loading questions into this just gets more confusing. We keep doing this.
Okay, yeah, fair. I'm good with Mancala. I loved that game when I was little.
Yes.
I had never heard of it until we saw it in that 51 worldwide games. And it was pretty fun. We played a lot of it.
I think we played like 50 rounds back to back.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And it was pretty even.
The beautiful thing is, in 51 world games specifically, if you pick a game, it always starts with like this little tutorial video kind of thing. So, and it's voiced. So you choose Mancala, and if you keep pressing the A button every like second, you will hear the following things. Mancala. 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 And then you have the menu where you choose to set it up. The first 3 words, like the choice, and then both characters that speak is Mancala, Mancala.
Yeah, the explanations are really simple and you kind of get it immediately, which is quite funny. Message me privately, not sure what you're talking about. Oh, that is a good idea. If you could, thank you, Mothenart. If you can tell Mothenart.
Oh yeah, you could also do it like this.
I can agree with that. They've already played the game.
Yeah, fair enough, if you don't mind.
That would be great.
I love how they explain the games really good yet simple. Now I did the thing you just did, where I read the message you just.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it makes more sense when I read it.
Yeah, but sometimes you do already start reading it because you
with
haven't
one game
read it
they
before.
don't though, I felt like. I forgot which one, but there was one explanation. I think with Dominoes, where I was like, I watched it twice, I was like, no, didn't click for me.
I don't recall. I also really like the card games in it. The pick one?
Yeah.
You always lose that one.
Yeah, I suck at card games. There's one card game, Takoyaki, where you need to pick
that's
cards.
it, Takoyaki.
And depending on the value of a card, you have to flip a certain card of yours. I always lose, and I have no idea why.
I think we did like roughly 20 rounds of that in total.
I think in total we've played 100 rounds, and you won 80.
Yeah, you won like 1 out of 10.
It should statistically not be possible. I need a more frenetic feel to tap into it.
Card games are never your strongest point.
No. I hate Go Fish. Once forget about presents on Hanukkah because I just want to get back to my game and my family has never let me live it down.
Oh, you had an actual board with marbles.
Don't tell Tifa, but I'm still thinking of getting her a physical Mancala board, but she keeps saying no when I ask her.
No, I kind of like the digital board. I feel like with the real board I might not even play as much. We have a lot of board games and we don't really do it.
True. Good old takoyaki. I know, right? Also the sizzling sound it makes, like with a takoyaki stand where we do the octopus balls.
Takoyaki always looks so good, and then I'm like, it's octopus, and I'm like, okay, I really don't want this, but it looks so tasty.
I mean, I wouldn't eat it anymore because vegetarian, you know, but I think when I still ate meat, I would have loved takoyaki.
I don't think so.
I had squid or calamaris, technically. Calamaris?
I think it's calamari.
I think I had that like twice in my life and I liked it. So I think I would have freaking loved takoyaki.
Yeah.
An octopus is like a plant. Octopus is... First of all, I find them adorable to like look at from the outside. But their beak is so creepy. It's like, why do you have to have a beak? Why you gotta look like an eldritch horror? But, yeah.
It is.
Company ND Cube, who also made a Mario Party game since Mario Party 9, also made 51 worldwide games. Oh, I didn't know it's the same developer. Now I'm even happier when I supported them. I like Mario Party 9.
Slightly big sense.
And the later ones, yeah.
Okay, talk to Motenart. He will let you know something once. It won't be a spoiler if I'm not here during my next stream.
Thank you very much to the both.
What a mysterious message.
I know, right? I'm all giddy with excitement.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'm not looking forward to the rest of the game. I mean, sorry.
I just want this end and get to like an actual end sort of thing.
I want answers.
I want something that feels like an ending.
And I don't want to talk about physics and maps and colors.
I think that's what's bothering me. It doesn't feel like endings. At least in the first game, like, we all died, it's an end. There's closure. You can move on to the next round. Here, there's no moving on to the next round because you didn't...
And I think there's gonna be a reason for that.
I mean, sure there is, but...
There has to, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be an in-game explanation why the game just cuts like to be continued. There has to be one.
Because they first want you to learn things on a different route.
We could also finally start looking at the gold file data and maybe that gives us answers. Maybe next time. Who do you think Zero is? Let me get my book out.
According to Jack, everyone?
That's a joke. I
don't think Zero is among us.
I've written down 2 theories.
Currently, at least.
K, the masked man, is Zero, and I wrote down Sigma is Zero. I think Sigma is Zero.
I haven't been doing
I think Sigma is Zero. I think that's the likeliest outcome. The more we learn about the game, the more I think it's possible. Because going with my also new theory that this third, presumably Nonary game, exists to learn about the boundaries of a morphogenetic field and what exactly it can accomplish. I believe it's like a test. And I think this test is run.
Mosquito!
You saw that, right?
I swear there was a mosquito.
I thought she was gonna chop me in the head. This is the fastest movement I have ever seen you do in my life.
I hate mosquitoes. I already got stung several times.
I need a moment for my blood pressure to go down again.
Sorry, that was a reflex.
She went full kung fu fighting. Like.
It was a reflex.
Anyway, I think it's weird that the two people that got assigned together from the beginning both can tap into the morphogenetic field together. And I think 0 is the reason for this.
I mean, it can still be Sigma. There's gonna be some sort of memory loss here. You might not realize it yet. Something will happen later on which will unlock his true memories.
If 0 is not among us, then who are they? Then people running stuff from the background, like a big company. Maybe a pharmaceutical company. Whose name I forgot. But that one.
I'm still uncertain. Hard to say.
I also hope we get more answers about what happened after the first game. I still would like that.
Well, I think Alice at least is...
Cradle, huh? That was their name, and yes, them.
Is still gonna get more explanations in one of the rounds. I mean, we've already sort of touched Alice with the all eyes topic.
We what?
You know what I mean, as a subject.
Alice. Yes.
What? No. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm quite sure in the other routes we'll go deeper into that.
I think so. We also need to learn more about Clover. I mean, we don't know anything about any of the characters really, but Alice and Clover are my most important ones on my mental list that I want to learn about.
Do you know who we don't need to learn more about?
Tifa, tell me.
Youth. So let's go rate her. Actually, no, that didn't make sense. We do need to know more about Youth. That's why we're gonna rate her.
We need more youth in our lives.
It made more sense in my head. I was getting somewhere, right?
We did a thing where Tifa has a more active part in the rates, and I think it will become easier with even more practice. Your heart is in the right spot.
I was doing a segue.
Your heart is in the right spot, but that's it. Your heart is in the right spot. Have you heard of a temporal ass pain? I sometimes have those. I fell on my back a lot as a kid. Is that the same? When I suddenly have pain stings in my tailbone. My coccyx, I believe, is the fancy words.
Fortunately. You go do that.
Let me check it. It doesn't look like she's about to end her stream, so we should actually go rate her.
What? So. I was already typing. Wow. Taking away my typing.
Exactly. Oh,
at least press enter.
I had to press enter twice for some reason. If you... Now I can't see OBS anymore.
You've been having a crafting stream, making stickers, I think
Making, drawing sticker art, and maybe we make them today. Ooh, nice. And she got Nightbot working again. Cool. If you cannot stick around for Red, you should check her out. It will be completely different than what we did. But after all of the metaphysics and universe breaking stuff, that's what I need. I need to like reset mentally.
It's very chill, relaxed. Youth is great. Awesome community. So we're gonna hop
also likes eggs, which is very important.
Oh yeah, and has an entire egg team.
Yes. In
her stream. So it's like
I say that like liking eggs is the most important thing.
Yes.
I want to be a vegan at some point in my life, and I don't know. I mean, would I still eat eggs? Only from the happiest
I
chickens.
don't think I can. I would give up eggs actually. I can.
Cheese.
Would I want to?
Cheese. I think that's the hardest part for me. And honey. I like honey. Yeah. I like lots of things.
I like everything.
I like to eat. You don't get a body like this if you don't do something for it. Thank you for the stream, thank you for streaming, bye, good night. Thank you all for being here. If Tifa now also got the timing right to press that wonderful button we have. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. If you can, please stick around for it. Yes, I will. We'll be back on Friday with metaphysics and stuff and quantums. Bye!
Bye!
Thank you, thank you.